Hello，Hello，Hello，Hello，Hello， 有冇喺度？係啦，有冇人喺度？等我一陣先。等我一陣。
Good evening, I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Jones. Our main headlines tonight.
等我一陣，陣。
Every single one of you's a bit Jesus.
What a wild ride this has been.
出下個 crit 先。
Well, that's a very blunt question.
係啦，俾啲時間我。
Friends and neighbours, and have confidence that the team will keep you safe.
埋個 crit。
But now you start to see, yes, the people never happy. It's never enough. It's never enough. I cannot believe you.
出埋個 crit。係啦。
Are you saying that advance have cured death?
封面圖就後補啊！
We're still vassals.
Oh.
Slaves were just in prettier cages.
crit 已出，
Oh my goodness.
杜呢信巴已俾啊，已 set 好啊，
Good
就
evening.
等大
I'm
家
Our main headlines tonight.
係啦，係人就入嚟啦，係啦，而家兩個嘅，係啦。
What a wild ride this has been.
俾多少少時間我啊！
Well, that's a very blunt.
哎呀，哎，哎，早晨啊，咁多位，好啦，又係時候做直播啦，係啦，
But now you
今日咧
yes, the people
就要爆埋呢個 livetag 嘅最後。
cannot believe you.
唔係 livetag 嘅 game 啊，咁今次咧就繼續爆咗佢啦。咁同時間咁就
Slaves were just in prettier cages.
今日咧會係最返學係我聽日返學之前嘅最後一個直播。咁
Good
咧
evening, I'm Megan Wolf.
之後都暫時未有直播嘅決定，暫時啫，暫時。咁咧咁咧之後如果再做直播嘅話，就應該
Well, that's
就再睇下點樣決定先。咁就依家就開咗個 game 先啦。
Friends and
咁
neighbours,
咧上次都救咗個主持人啦，咁亦都成功地令到佢冇死到啦，
the people never happy.
而且都嗰個劇情都去到起義篇嗰個階段㗎啦。咁咧係啊，核爆啊，冇錯係核爆啊！嗰班先進黨為咗打殘，早晨啊，暗豬。咁嗰班先進黨咧，為咗打殘嗰班反對派嗰邊嘅人咧，就特登引爆4個核電廠。我唔明鬼點解要咁樣去打人啊？係直頭係黐撚線嘅，係啦，係黐撚線嘅。為咗打殘班嘅就可以不惜犧牲所有嘢，哇！厲害！我哋呢個政府真係值得欣賞嘅，真係係啦。咁咧，我哋就繼續翻我哋嘅
friends and
直播先。早晨啊 ，Cindy。咁咧，係 係啦，你頭先都見唔到，都今次個突發直播就應該冇 outro 啦，直接嚟啦，應該會繼續爆，應該會繼續玩埋落去嘅，係啦。咁玩到會爆機啦嚇，總之就好啦，聽埋個我哋嘅大佬先。哦 ，hack 入系統。
Please help get our message out. We're on the verge, Alex. You've always been fair and balanced in your approach to us. With your help,
哇，大佬，我都唔知幫你定唔幫你好啦。
play our tape at the second break. That's when we think it will
唉，
It's all
你叫我點幫你咧？就係嗰班你班友仔。係啊，應該會入一個冇聲嘅節目嘅，係啊，暫時嚟睇。如果我會他之後落嚟會點做啦？如果我諗下先。如果係總之就係之前冇聲啦，到最後咧，我唔知應該偏向邊㗎啦。咁到時先算啦嚇。再作決定啦嚇。
Good evening. This is the National Nightly News broadcasting across the
頂，
territories.
而家
My
撳
name
掣。
is Megan Wolf.
Hello 啊，又嚟西
Conducted
施。
multiple attacks
早
across
晨
the
啊。
territories. During the coordinated action, subsequently dubbed the Night of Fire,
咁
emergency
今日應該係
services
見唔到
kept
星
busy
嘢
in
啊。
agricultural centres, while a series of covert attacks were carried out freeing political prisoners, including former newsman Jeremy Donaldson. Nothing has been heard from the missing journalist since the violent disrupt attack on his convoy 6 weeks ago. Donaldson was on his way back to Betterment.
係啦，我哋嘅打斷組織。
All of us here at Channel 1 hope that wherever he is,
哦，啱啱收台 ，OK。
food, glorious food. With the last of the menu centres opening in territories 5, 8 and 14 today, Advance confirms that the
先進
programme
黨
is
開
now
始要派嘢食啦
providing free food
我哋
for
嘅
every citizen
偉大嘅先進黨，
What started as rationing during the
好似
20
共產黨咁撚弱。
That is
係
the
啊。
envy of the unawakened world. Jack Tractorpants, spokesman for the menu centres, said today that while they can
哇！
guarantee
佢
the
哋
contents of every box is
嗰啲資源真係豐富啊！一箱又有罐頭又剩啊，真係。 哇 Chef Jordan 得唔得
If I
㗎？
were a rich man, problems in territories 11, 17 and 22 today as striking bosses attempted to undermine their new economies. With seemingly no awareness of irony, the former CEOs and MDs have come together to form the Wealth Creators Union, with demands including a return to 150% bonuses,
私
private
人
jets,
飛機同
and
強制
mandatory
呢個
grovelling
敬
zones.
禮區咩料
Advance？have been quick to respond, saying if they would
如
rather
果寧
quit
願
their
辭
cushy
咗輕
jobs
鬆
to
嘅工
become
作去
nurses
做
or
教
teachers,
師或者
they'll earn
護士，
significantly more
佢哋嘅
than
收
they
入
used
比
to
之
pay
前
their
比
own
自己嘅
workforce.
僱員仲
Thus
多。
far, no one has
目
taken
前
action.
為止冇人接受呢
Some
個
fun
建
now.
設性嘅建
Signs of
議。
ever more resistance to Advance's radical policies today, as popular resistance movement Disrupt extended their reach further across the territories. The organisation's emblem appeared in every major city across the territories last night in a well-coordinated publicity stunt, which has seen them dominate the headlines.
唉，我都唔知點樣幫。唉，我就係想咧玩呢個中間派啊，真係兩邊都唔攬得幫啦。唉，不過我哋玩到個結局點樣先？係啊。
When rains flooded the former Moves shaft, now amusement park, many thought the deaths of hundreds of visitors would have finally brought an end.
好啊，咁你去沖涼先啦。Hello 小貓，早晨啊小貓，哇好耐冇見。
Rebranding as Sophia's Moist
史上最多水嘅水上樂園，
has been an
咁我應該會有
and was this year's most popular family fun day.
大概
Shares in Remington's Fist
半個零鐘一個鐘嘅 break 啦。咁
bringing a prosperous end to this story
陣間先算啦。
CEO and her unpredictable moves.
或者3個字都得嘅。哇！啲科學家死晒喎。
There don't seem to be any survivors in the remote cave system.
嗰班科學家香晒，黐孖筋。唉。
Abandoned by their colleagues on the surface, denied supplies by a world which moved on without them, we have to ask ourselves who's to blame for this crisis? And where did they get those swords from?
打晒大交。
Cash in the hat trick. Beer tycoon and world's richest man, Johnny Ham.
我想問呢兩張相有咩分別啊？
Place in the annals of history by today releasing his
冇
own
分別
currency.
嘅喎，
Johnny claims the
揀嚟揀去都揀緊同一張相，咁我揀嚟做咩啊？
hammies an hour. Lacking any status as legal tender whatsoever, he encourages customers to use it to fill swimming pools,
游
decorate
泳
living
池
rooms,，
哇！阿婆阿伯，知有咩料？
dangly parts for the
睇下
next
先。
award, as well as getting a sneak peek at the hottest ticket in town. That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News. 係啦，我哋又要控制翻呢個，都唔知講咩喎。 But first, 500 days after the loss of a fine leader and a great man, the
嗱，
start
陣間又有個大爆炸，睇下咩玩法啊？
celebrating the life of Peter Clement. Patrick Bannon is live from Parliament Park, where Julia Salisbury will be breaking ground on what will soon be a memorial garden in Peter's honour. Patrick.
Listening to that old bitch lying through her teeth about missing that poor bastard.
Patrick.
I don't know what I'm going to do.
We're live.
Because I'm not being funny. Things were better with Peter, weren't they?
Patrick.
They were, and I don't mind saying it. They were. Because he held
好啦
on.，
又夠鐘，
Now there's no stopping
Hello,
her.
Patrick. We're
Of
live.
course, can't say that, can I, Francis?
夠鐘啦，Patrick，醒啦
You can't say anything these days.
，live 緊啦。
She's lost it, mate. She's completely off the rocker. I heard from an aide. Hello, Megan. You join me here live from the what? Hello, Megan. You join me here live from the what?
做啊，我做緊直播啊！你啲臉衰嘢出晒街啊！唉，
Seems like we've lost some signal there for a moment. Well, we will be going live to that groundbreaking ceremony just as soon as we can get Patrick back. Meanwhile, let me just say, I think the memorial gardens are going to be gorgeous. I've had a sneak peek at the designs, and Alana Marsh has done a fabulous job. Oh, okay, all right. It seems like we have got the signal back. We can now go live to Patrick Bannon.
翻返嚟呢個現場直播先，我哋轉交俾呢個現場旁述。
Thank you, Megan. I'm Patrick Bannon, and we are indeed live here. Apologies for the technical difficulties there.
嗱，我係
But any
唔
moment
會
now, Julia
搞，
Salisbury
我
will
係
step
唔
out
會
on
向住呢個先進黨
stage
嘅畫面播出㗎，好似有啲好玩。我一陣間先解釋下呢只叫咩玩法先。
You can undermine them here and help us win hearts and minds. Make him look bad, Alex. Really bad.
And it seems like the ceremony is getting underway. Here is Prime Minister Julia Salisbury.
唉，你慢慢播啦嚇，我咧就一個鏡頭都冇轉嘅，話俾你聽，
Good evening, fellow teammates and friends.
好似係。
500 days ago, all of our lives changed irrevocably. Still reeling from the triumphs and tribulations of Liberation Night, another great loss befell the people of these newly united territories.
唉，你慢慢。
The loss of a leader, a statesman, a dear friend, and a hero. Peter Gordon Clement.
係佢死快啲啊，最好。
Peter's death at the age of just 62, of course, announced by the team on
嗱，我哋要播佢啲語嘢出嚟先，
after Liberation Night.
盡量咧，
We're a working class family on a housing
盡量
estate
咧
in Rotherham.
令到個直播睇落去咧，等佢仆街死嘅啫。
Just the Job first hit our screens over 25 years ago, running for 11 series, winning multiple awards, and charming audiences up and down the country.
Peter taught us, all of us, not to be content with the way things are. Not to
睇佢
accept
出醜啊！
no matter how small.
啱啱 Patrick，
But he also taught us what it took to fight them. Courage, integrity, empathy, and hard bloody graft.
Across a career spanning 3 decades, Peter Clement was known for shows including Wake Up, It's Saturday, and much later late night chat show PT, which at its peak drew
睇
millions
佢呢啲語
Peter was by no
嘢啱
means
晒
a
啊！
saint. Trust me, he once told me he had more regrets than he'd had stolen
做乜
dinners.
鬼嘢？
He always did have a knack.
係多年嘅科力新嘅料，
But it speaks
笑
to the
死！
strength of his character that he chose to share with us his mistakes alongside his achievements, his faults as well as his talents. Peter had the heart to give it all he had for the people of these united territories.
Famous for his potty mouth, it's estimated conservatively that Peter Clement uttered over 1.5 million swear words during his career, though some sources put
跟
this
住你
figure
串
well
我啊
in
嘛，
excess of 2 million
哦
fans alone.
Gripped by illness as
哎
he
呀，
was
撳
in
錯
the
掣，
weeks and months leading up to Liberation Night,
有冇睇過？
he
唔
wasn't
記得
the
啦，
man we
我已經冇印象有呢嚿嘢啊！
But his eyes still twinkled with that familiar joy for life, that spark of wit and wisdom of a life lived for others.
好啦，陣間先睇啦。
Prime Minister Clement of
Hello，
from apparent liver
我唔
failure
讀你嘅名
after
啦。
suffering from the long-term
呢個
effects
係
of alcohol abuse.
I first met Peter nearly
初見啊！
20 years ago.
誒，
For I was supposed to give a speech.
唔建議擺個人資料上嚟嘅，喺 YouTube 係咪先？有咩？
Young, nervous, desperate to be liked, and
叫我見一得㗎啦，大家識做啦
But either way, you got a problem. And before I could even say a word, he stripped off his dry trousers and insisted I took them. That was the sort of man that Peter Clement was. Kind, compassionate, sensitive, a brilliant thinker, a natural leader, but mostly a good man.
點啊？完未啊？下聲，唔該。
This glorious nation of ours, so beautiful and new, this shining
但係你成日響我度，我邊有啫？我叫你 user 啫嘛。咁我咪因為咩咯？
his accomplishments,
應該冇響度啦，冇響你度啦。
the boundaries he pushed. To me,
叫靚仔，
he'll always be the man in his pants, cheering on a stranger at the back of the conference.
有咯，唔記得啦，我就係好似嗰次就係叫咗唔小心叫咗你一次就
The Peter Clement
就咩啦？
Memorial Garden.
主持人都表示冇眼睇。 哦，爆炸啊！係咩？我都唔記得啦。好啦，我認啦。大爆炸！撕晒未啊啲人？我唔針對邊個，但係在座嗰位都係靚仔，笑死！唉，到啦，乖乖地睇台咧，我 OK 嘅，係啊。哦，哇！血流成河啊，星爺啱你啊！我好乖，多謝。好啦，讚你乖啦，最乖係你小貓，係。 我唔乖，你都好乖，你都好乖，要。咦？
Shocking scenes from the capital there, exclusively on the National Nightly News, and our apologies to any of our viewers who might have found this evening's events upsetting.
好啦，有嘢玩啦，跟住啲數干擾啊，仆街！唉呀，雜啲！
We'll update you on the latest from this disruption.
落去啦！
But when we come back, it's time for happier pursuits, and you know what that means by now. Don't go away. We'll be back after this.
That didn't go so well, Alex. But we can turn it around in the next segment.
The bomb was a good distance from the unit base.
This is becoming a weekly event.
好啦，我哋夠鐘入呢個廣告，
This is the big one.
好乖地捉到你嘅精華，隨便剪，歡迎。
That's journalism, apparently.
Can we get set for the next sequence?
咦，今個時段試下，好過上一次啊！上一次嘅個 timing 嗰 part 都係攞 A 㗎，唔記得咗定 B 啊？唔記得咗啦。總之差唔多，大概係差唔多嘅玩法，唔係差唔多嘅評分啊。咁咧應該會係咯，應該今次應該會好啲。我兩邊都幫話俾你聽，我兩邊嘅幫拍都唔撚幫。
Alex, during this next section, a cameraman working in the newsroom who's one of us is going to get a coded location out. We don't know yet which camera he's on, but if we find out, I'll let you know. Just keep your eyes open.
打斷又嚟話又係做嘢啦，5秒鐘。
Our operatives will do the rest.
This is your new makeup artist, Craig.
No.
What?
No.
10 seconds, everybody. Sorry, Craig. It's a no. Okay, we are going in 5, 4, 3,
2.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News with me, Megan Wolfe. Very shortly, we'll be heading on over to the final episode of what has quickly become a hugely successful feature, the notice board. But before we do, let's chat with Philippa Radin. Tell me, why do you think the public love the notice board so much?
It's real. There, I said it. It connects with people. You know, people look at us and they say, those are real people struggling with real problems.
That's a really interesting point.
Yeah, I mean, I was saying to my PA secretary as I got out the limo, I was saying, it's good for people to see normal, authentic people like them on TV.
People like you.
Yeah, precisely. Unfortunately, then I was interrupted by some dreadful wretch who wanted an autograph, but a swift kicking from security soon put him back in line.
Yes, well, I think it's really good that our screens are filled with such relatable stories. So, the notice board is coming to an end after a sensational time at the top. What do you think has made this show so successful?
It's a combination of so many things. My hard work, my talent, my look.
Wow, you really have a lot to thank you for.
Hey. You're welcome.
We've just heard our man's on camera 4.
I have a real sense of
唉，5秒啊！望住個死人標誌啊嚇！1、2、3、4、5，係得。
That's really important that we should use this platform to do good in the world. I agree.
That's exactly it. So I've decided to help as many
Excellent work, Alex. That's the location shared. Next, you'll need to give them the go.
Is that better access to education, or reducing child poverty?
No, by adopting as many as I can get my hands on.
Oh, okay. How many children have you adopted?
Oh, we're well into the double figures now, Megan. I stopped counting in the late 30s.
Goodness, that is a lot of children.
Yeah, once we finish putting them into the guest room, I'll have to put a futon in the laundry cupboard.
Oh, you really are some sort of hero.
Hey, I live a privileged life. What can I say? I mean, any child I can take on is a child rescued from suffering.
哇，咁偉大啊！收咗啲細路。
Were their lives really that bad before?
Oh, they're Northerns, I presume so.
Okay.
Yeah, it's shocking to think actually that only 1 in 10,000 children have a celebrity parent.
哇！
I'd never thought of it that way before.
And I'm doing everything I can to fix those numbers.
What do you think it is about your life that's so desirable then?
Well, it's mainly shame and panic interspersed with expensive bottled water, so actually, if anyone wants to, I'd happily trade.
Now that I can relate to. Right, you better go off and get ready. That was Philippa Radin sharing some thoughts about...
好啊，又有個演出啊！我哋跟住打斷啲曲定，去等佢哋特集呢個。又有嘢睇啦！
What a day! First a tea morning, and now to post this notice. I don't know how I managed to cope with it all. Oh wait, perhaps I do. Oh! By St. Barnabas, what on earth is all this?
Freeze, dirtbag!
Oh, Laura, it's you. I thought for a moment you were a knife-wielding mugger or stabber.
No, I'm afraid not. It's just me, a community cohesion officer, responsible for keeping crime at record lows.
Of course, I keep forgetting that thanks to you and your colleagues,
做啲相反嘅嘢先。
It's a thing of the past.
What's all this, Vicar?
I know, it's a disgrace. Somebody...
It's time for the go code. Give us 3 balls in a row, Alex. That will start the pincer movement. We might just pull this off. Push forwards! 3 balls, Alex.
Careful, Vicar. It looks heavy.
Ha! They don't call me the Right Reverend. Ripped for no reason.
Yes!
翻嚟啊！恭喜你翻嚟啊！
It's no good.
It looks like all those crucifix classes were a waste of time.
Perhaps you, a young CCO, would be able to move it.
2 for 2. Fantastic.
Wow.
Looks like all those lifting classes were a waste of
嘥
time.
時間。
It's too heavy, even for me, a strong and capable
You
woman.
did it, Alex. We're good to go.
衝啊！打仗啦！
Best firefighter in town.
哎呀！
Well done, Captain Evans. You're so much stronger than us.
Especially me, the weak old man.
It's the least I could do for my community.
Wounded.
No luck catching the little devil then?
Unfortunately not. The ferret struck again last night. When Ray opened the post office this morning, he found that every single stamp had been pre-licked.
My God! Some people have no decency.
Sadly, if we don't catch him before tomorrow, we may have to cancel the village fete.
Don't worry, we won't let that happen. Will we, Vicar?
No, no, no. Laura, tell me, why do they call him the ferret?
Some say it's because of his sneaky nature. But really it's because whenever he strikes, he always leaves behind the foul stench of urine.
Never fear, officer. We'll catch this pissy nuisance and save the village fate. Or my name's not Captain Danger Evans. The community cohesion team are doing their best, but they simply don't have the smarts to solve.
其實做心最緊要就係做翻啲基本嘢，即係我覺得應該可，即係你話粗口嗰啲嘢就一定唔出得街啦。但係我哋即係我覺得就係有啲嘢應該可以出街嘅就全部出，有啲真相其實我覺得應該要俾佢公佈下，而唔係將啲一啲唔好嘅新聞係完全封鎖咯。
There's
我唔認為係咁咯。係咯。
And look, there's the motorcycle display team setting up for a show that will be far too expensive for live television.
呢個係一個新聞自由嘅價值喺度。
First, I'm running the tombola. Then I'll be selling forgiveness for
有呢個喺度，有呢樣嘢喺度。
I couldn't.
咁我哋就更加唔應該去破壞佢嗰個自由嗰個制度，就係咁咯。
Someone sucked all the jam out of her donuts.
That damn ferret has struck again.
Whatever are we to do?
Although I'm very
我唔知你點睇啦，不過我覺得係咁樣，應該
I guess we'll just have to cancel
應該
the fate.
啊，我唔識講，總之就係
Right there, ferret.
Me? Have you been drinking from the fire extinguishers again?
Not you, the vicar.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Admit it. You wanted the village fete cancelled so you could have the day
其
off.
實係冇得咁理
I already
想，
have to work Sundays. I shouldn't have to work 2 days a week.
即係只能夠慨嘆，就係
First clue was the
有得
smell.
睇
Yes, I
好
did
睇
smell
咯，
urine.
Next, I
知
noticed
咗嘅
the
嘢
village's tongue
知咗就算。
really dry, almost as if he'd been licking thousands and thousands of
趁呢樣嘢仲有嘅時候，我哋又更加應該去即係點講珍惜。
Which brings me on to my third clue.
我諗大概係咁咯。
No more room for jam.
Almost as if he'd had his fill.
Precisely.
But you managed to figure it all out from that?
Well, I also found this at
而
the
唔
scene.
係新聞，而唔係一味佢淨係報導翻佢點講啊
Get him out of here,
好
officer.
嘅嘢咯， 即係有啲中立嘅性質，有好有唔好咯，嗰種報導。
Hey, come on.
但係現實係有啲，即係咁講，有部分嘅
Thanks to you.
電視台係一路都做緊呢樣嘢，但係至於你話係咪完全地即係咁講啊？完全地就係播啲即係咁講中立其實有嘅電視台係有嘅，我哋香港。
That's the ads. Well done, everybody.
Wow! What a brilliant run, eh? After party at my place, eh? Yeah? Hey,
撈啊，就算係撈新聞或者係有線都算係咁噶啦。
hey, you coming to the after party?
And how progressive their policies are.
華醫
Well,
啊！
I was wrong. And I'm here tonight to say I'm sorry.
One last push, Alex. We're closing in. One of the guests in the last section is working with us. You'll be asked to censor on our behalf. If you do it right, the final orders will be given. You'll get 3 chances. Get at least 2 of them right, and we're going to win this thing. It's happening, Alex. Tonight we take it back.
I always envied my friends who had so much more. Over the years, my jealousy grew. So when Advance came to power, I didn't think about the damage they would do. I acted selfishly.
咁呢隻 game 係玩啲咩咧？就係好似Final Fantasy 咁啦。你係一個電視台嘅控制室嘅人。咁你做嘅嘢咧，就係負責控制我哋嘅鏡頭啦，電視台嘅鏡頭啦，不雅嘅用語啦嘅過濾啦，同埋廣告嘅播出。咁我哋同埋上面嗰條巴咧，就係做緊啲即係我哋嘅觀眾嘅流量啦。觀眾嘅數量啦，咁我哋就係要好好控制地電視台播出更加嘅片段係點樣可以將佢哋可以令到分類好啦，點樣去控制好每一個鏡頭每一個部分嘅係啦，每一部分嘅鏡頭同埋個出街嗰個，總之係嗰啲嘢啦，就係咁咯。
She is in tears.
但係所有嘅中立都係一個範圍內嘅中立。唉，算啦，係好沉重呢樣
Welcome
嘢
back to。the National Nightly News. Later in this segment, we're hoping to be able to go back to Patrick Bannon at the scene of tonight's shocking Disrupt attack. But first, I'm delighted to be joined by the cast of the smash hit musical everyone is talking about. I'll be speaking with the cast in a moment, but first,
咁大致上嘅玩法就係咁
please give a warm National Nightly welcome
啊。我
to
唔
the
想播啲
Novaries.
罐頭聲。
Hello? Doctor? Yes, I see. Thank you for letting me know. I have a decent life. I'm a happy, loving wife. And my job is well paid and fulfilling. I have a husband, John. He's due home soon, won't be long. And I have to tell him something that is absolutely chilling. We share coffee in the morning, and we make love every day. We take time alone together to talk and laugh and play. We prioritize our needs. We do charitable deeds. But the flowers of a happy life are now beset by weeds.
I'm home.
Oh, darling John.
Oh, dearest John.
There's something very wrong. I've just had a conversation with our doctor, David Wong, so please be seated. This news will make you feel defeated. The scans revealed a lump.
You poor unlucky chump. Is it cancer?
Worse, so John, we're having a baby.
How can this be?
Oh, woe is me.
Why has this happened to me? I always wear 2 condoms for the maximum of
Safety in our tiny flat. We built a peaceful habitat. Now our lives are fucked. We're having a baby. Now you can't have any wine at book club.
And there won't be any time for foot rubs.
Now your hair will stink of weed.
And you'll start to disagree.
And forget about that
啊，點解佢哋啲歌係幾好聽？
No more waking up at 10:30. In fact, you're never gonna get a good night's sleep again. No more snap decisions to go on to a club. You'll be lucky if you even make it out to the pub. Why can't we be more like our gay and lesbian chums?
The only glue they have to deal with comes from personal bums.
Now when I take a sick day at home,
The parasite won't leave you alone.
how he's grown.
We're our top priority.
I look after you, and you look after me. Ain't no trouble and strife. We got a childless
頂引線歌嚟嘅，仆街！
No one wails and no one woes.
好有真話劇團 feel， 係啊！所以我覺得呢個作品係唔錯嘅，佢啲歌係好聽啦，做緊嘅內容嗰個無論係演員唱歌同埋嗰個劇本都係一個好出色嘅作品。
No more weekends by the coast. Now your kid is uppermost. It's more than a passing craze to have childless days.
We're having a baby.
Food and drink thrown everywhere. Death trap toys at the top of the stairs. Every parent prays to have childless days.
We're having a baby.
No more stars and no more. We're having a baby. 18 years on bills and leaves. Time for a whole new phase.
We're having a baby.
One more thing before the show begins. Have you considered that you might be having twins?
'Cause 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 'c
哇！
The Novary's there.
睇到我拍手掌啊，大佬，得唔得啊？
The hottest ticket in the capital city.
哇！真係
Touring the territories later this year.
完全個感覺係唔同嘅喎，真係。
Let's go. Don't be shy. Hello. Hi, Megan. It's an honour to be here. Oh, really? Are you fans of the show? Yeah, it used to be. Well, listen, let's get stuck in. Your amazing musical. Now, I mean, not only do you perform this show every single night,
with matinees on Wednesday and Saturday.
Right, but you're also the show's creators, am I right?
Well, everyone contributed their ideas, and then some of us went away and did the actual work on the script. But no, it's very much a team effort.
Oh, that's fantastic. How rude of me. I've not introduced any of you. I'll be the one being replaced next. Let's go down the line, shall we?
Hi, I'm Jack.
Jim Blunt. Pleasure to be here.
Jennifer Boram-Woodley.
Hello, I'm John Sapley. Used to be in the business professionally.
My name's Jill, with a J.
And I'm Janet. I'm the youngest.
That's incredible. And you were all friends previously. I mean, what a coincidence, right?
有冇咁巧？全部都係 C 字頭啊，
With your names beginning
有
with a
J
J.
字頭啊。Oh my god！ 全部都係 J 字頭啊！
Notice that.
Because you haven't typed them out 1,000 times, maybe?
You knew? Why didn't you say anything?
I thought we all knew. It's bloody obvious, isn't it? I just thought we were doing a funny thing where we never mentioned it. And I believe as well as being friends, you're
唔
also
知點解好似有啲假，
in real life as well as in the show.
嗰種浮誇嘅演
I'm
技。
not married to him. I'm with Janet.
And I'm with John, you lucky bee.
Wow.
Jim and I are married.
4 fabulous years.
Well, that must make for some confusion in the rehearsal room.
Well, you should have seen the first draft. Jen decided that Jack would play Jim, I would play Jack, Jen Janet, Jill Jen, Janet Jill.
What about John?
Well, my character was originally just called Man 1.
It was allegorical.
It was very confusing.
Not for a professional.
After much toing and froing.
哇！救命！佢啲講嘢嘅鏡頭真係有啲
And gin
難
and
頂。
tonic.
We decided that we'd just use our own names, which is less truthful.
We're also less likely to go into the wrong dressing rooms.
Oh, God, yeah, that would be very embarrassing, wouldn't it?
Of course, when I first wrote it, we were only meant to run for a few nights at the Mimbley Village Hall, but when I registered it with the Department for Culture, it caught the eye of someone high up, and before you could say overnight sensation, we were transferring to the capital.
It's all been a bit of a roller coaster, really. I'm only 19. I'm the youngest.
You really don't have to repeat that.
I had to give up my job as a mortuary technician.
Well, yes, we all had to move to the capital.
I love that job.
It's been a very turbulent time.
So peaceful, no singing.
This piece isn't.
Stand by, Alex. Censor the orange.
It's about children and why you shouldn't have them.
In a way, I guess it is political, with a small p. After all, we are a
哦，
solid
一
unit,
整
and
段
even our
嘅
audience members will see we nod our heads to advance on stage throughout.
Yeah.
And we target the messaging at women aged 22, well, about 35.
全部唔使，全部唔使咩喎？
Terrible problem.
Having children.
You understand, Megan.
You clearly agree.
This isn't about me. Of course, we see that there are advantages to a family unit, but eagle-eyed couples watch as the little parasites advance on their lives.
咁使
There's no
橙色
time to play the guitar, get through a
爸爸
watch a movie.
好多啊！
Exhausted, passed out on the couch by 20 to 9.
大家係咪要睇血流成河啊？我就做呢樣嘢俾你睇啦，大家。
You're the youngest, we know. It's not a bad
Yeah.
honour, Janet.
順應要求啊！
Oh, well said, John.
血流成河，血俾你睇。
Tell us what is the play about?
陣間嘅結局就真係好好玩。
Go ahead.
It's a tragedy, obviously. Jennifer, myself, and John have their child, and then the story charts the downfall of their hopes and dreams.
And there's lots of singing.
And dancing.
A lot.
My character works at a menu centre for a distribution unit. Eagle-eyed, she sees her friend's rapid advance to a pit of despair. Becoming a target for children's TV advertising at the age of 22, she decides to take drastic action. I can't really say more, though. I probably
Wow,
take
it's hard.
your bodies.
Let's not spoil the second act for anyone who might come to see it.
Which
我
should
今
be
我要
all
今
of
晚
you.
血流去洗陳
Too
塘
long
關
we've been told that a life without children is somehow incomplete, that children are a blessing. Well, I've done the research and they're not. Besides, there's already loads of bastards running around all over the place, so...
We just want people to have the option of a happy, child-free life without stigma. You know, when I was 14, before I had come out, I had an experience with a girl called Julia Jacobs. She was an experiment, I guess, you know, a chance to dip my toes into the...
Fascinating. Well, thank you all so much for coming in tonight. I really hope you keep them dancing in the aisles.
好啦，我今次唔撳啊，我覺得冇乜必要撳
And
啊。
I am pleased to say we can now go back to Patrick Bannon to get the latest from the scene of tonight's horrific events. Patrick.
睇嚿垃圾，睇下有咩進展
Thank
先。
you, Megan. This is Patrick Bannon reporting from the scene of tonight's devastating
你睇下，連個主持人都頂唔係幾頂得順，就知咩料啦。
which I myself have been found myself caught up in.
暈咗都仲照直播，你咪黐筋㗎！
So I hope you'll forgive me if I seem that
保持專業，保持專業和保持專業啊！可唔可以唔好咁啊？
the Prime Minister.
I couldn't leave, not when there were people that needed help. Any team player would have done the same. I don't deserve praise for being human.
Yes, no accolades here. Or Palisades. Or lemonade. Right. So, is the situation now? Are we safe?
係咯，係咪安全㗎？我想問下。我哋啲保安人員挺身而出啊，盡咗佢哋嘅責任。冇任何一位公民嘅傷亡。哇！之前嘅核爆係咩料啊？冇死亡，你咁都講得出？
Just the four disrupt terrorists curtailed by law enforcement who were, as always.
哇！核爆似喎。
I have a message for your viewers.
Of course, the camera. There's the speak there on the camera there.
Stay at home tonight.
哇！多謝你啊！呢個留言，哇！留喺屋企，好安全。使唔使將埋我心出嚟啊？哇！
Thank you, Prime Minister, for those strong words of strength.
好有用嘅華語，真係厲害。
Patrick Bannon there, bravely reporting from the front line of tonight's horrifying bombing. Maybe you need to get checked out, Patrick. Well, that brings us to the end of tonight's news. But before we go, one final thought. Throughout the programme tonight, we've been receiving reports of disrupt activities throughout the territories. Through a series of coordinated attacks, these terrorists are attempting to undermine Advance's vital work. However, sources at team headquarters have told us that this massive revolution was not only predicted, but allowed to happen. Our government have lured disrupt out from the shadows, and they are not the overwhelming force they would have you believe. The military
佢唔喺現場出現就冇事，去得嗰度就有呢啲風險，笑死！留屋企啊，記得唔去現場就冇嘢㗎啦，記得。入片啊，入廣告。打仗啦！衝啊！殺！嚟啦！爆咗佢啊！哇！大爆炸！哇！大製作，黐筋！哇！滾對直升機都出埋嚟，黐孖筋！走啦！唔夠膽走啦！快啲啊！嗱聲啊！投降都冇用啊！ 你睇下巴士盡頭，人多勢眾，唉。CD， 你有一張數額較細嘅扣發通知嘅通知單。哦，爽啊！我諗呢隻 game 應該好快進入到尾聲嗰個階段嘅啦。咁其實都差唔多啦，都開始打仗咧，係咯。哇！仲要審查嚇，俾人執啦！點解要播呢啲片段啊？儘管你一路上都喺度因為擔心遲到而感到緊張，不過好在你係提前嚟到咗公司，大樓裏邊全部都係 CCO， 你仲係唔清楚到底發生咩事，但係竟然話俾你聽呢件事唔止關乎 Channel 1嘢。隨後有人通知你即刻去揾你老細，而且仲帶你去佢個 office， 呢個進一步確認咗你嘅猜測。你好緊張坐喺出面等緊你老細。哇！見老細啊，仆街啊，就係俾人炒啊！幾分鐘之後，老細向你埋嚟啦，啲頭髮有啲亂，身後仲跟住一名神情嚴肅嘅 CCO。冇錯 ，Winston 好好啊，呢個係艾布爾斯專員，佢將旁聽呢次嘅訪談請入嚟坐。老細一邊温息，匆匆地走去辦公室。辦公室開住道門，方便你入去。之前你都嚟過幾次佢嘅 office 啦，但係當時一切都係井然有序，睇起嚟十分整潔。但係今日有啲唔同，梗係啦，出咗事喎，咁唔同㗎，係咪先？咁 Alice， 你知唔知今日點解叫你嚟啊 ？Boss 問佢嘅眼神細膩，坐喺你對面，用眼睛緊緊地觀察你面上嘅表情變化。艾布爾斯企喺你後面，雖然你睇唔到佢，但係你都感受到陰風陣陣。哇，背脊好涼喎。唔係啊，我都冇參與尋日嘅事，唔關我事㗎。尋晚發生嘅一切一再度刷新呢個卑劣同兇惡嘅底線，係打斷呢個組織喺呢個國家同佢嘅活動區域內策劃有一場又一場驚人嘅恐怖活動。Bossman 向你睇緊你左後方 CCO 觀察員企喺嘅位置。當然啦，我哋有責任剷除呢啲破壞分子，無論佢哋匿喺邊度，以防呢啲類似尋晚嘅事再次發生。我首先進黨嘅指示，對所有嘅涉事員工進行談話，我仲會提交你哋嘅個人表現評價，包括本次事件嘅期間嘅評價，以及整個工作生涯嘅評價。哦，俾人評咯，冇啦。佢笑一笑。唔使擔心，冇嘢㗎。Bossman 整理咗幾份文件，清個喉嚨，顯現出尋晚發生好多事。我今日要同好多人傾偈，所以我唔想浪費時間。請你喺回答時盡量簡單啲入頭。好啦，咁嚟咯。先從報道開頭講起啦，然後再詳細深入。喺紀念堂遇襲之後咧，你對恐怖分子描述好似有啲同情。點解？我報道咗事實嘅真相，亦都係新聞，都係我嘅工作，唔係咩？係咯，報道新聞啫嘛。係啊，但係啦，一切都有變化緊，你唔會知道係緊發生啲咩事嘅。我相信你已經盡咗你嘅能力 ，Alice， 你不嬲都係咁嘅。Bossman 隨手做咗啲碌屎啦，房間入邊有啲各種不同筆記簿嘅摩擦，發出沙沙嘅聲，以及話你嘅鐘錶不斷發出滴答滴答嘅聲音。希望呢件事好快過。喺深入嘅報導過程中啦，我哋發現某個特定嘅鏡頭好似有啲奇怪喎。當時其他人講嘢又放咗喺呢度，記唔記得呢個啊？Bossman 略顯誇張地攞出一 張高告版嘅傳單擺喺你台面。我真係冇留意到呢個鏡頭，係咯，我做嘢啫嘛，我點會留意到咧？係咪先？有道理，維護報警唔係你嘅職責，畢竟你只係推測到呢度有啲嘢。你嗰個佢話佢説話入邊，CC 有一部分話俾 CC 好聽嘅。多謝你 Alex 後面嗰句都係話俾話為阿布意思聽嘅，你真係好忠誠啊，一啲都唔合出。我哋注意到嗰個把最後一期咧，又有啲嘢嘅。你似乎好似播咗啲奇怪聲效喎，劇本上面應該有啲笑聲㗎，但係你好似失咗三個鏡頭，好似有啲虛聲喎，點解咁做啊？我覺得係幾合適嘅選擇嘅，不過畢竟藝術都幾主觀㗎喎，係咪先？有啦，我哋當然希望 Channel One 可以盡量都將啲節目都盡可能成功啦，一次俾啲製作人員極大嘅自主權啦。肯定唔單止會有人因為你嘅獨特幽默感就對你有任何指責㗎。你可以睇下 Bossman 寫落呢段嘢時，呢段對話嘅時候皺着眉頭，佢都唔係好相信自己講嘅嘢，或者比你想象中更加中意你。哇，基佬，算唔算啊？好驚喎！資本就嚟完嘅時候咧，審查設備好似有啲問題喎。呢個時候 Bossman 停咗停。刪咗不過，然後將支鋼筆小心地放喺床面。你刪減咗一啲最後一段完全可以接受嘅對話喎，咁你點解釋啊？部機好似有啲問題啊。得閒，一定係啦，部機一定有問題，我話俾你聽。係啊，最近咧，部機咧唔知點解滑滑地啊，成日都有似有啲奇奇怪怪嘅過濾啊，係咯，唔知點解咧。我諗就好有可能係部機出現咗故障啦。機器出廠嘅概率遠遠大過你哋呢啲咁精準嘅原高出錯概率。我哋即刻就派個維修人員出嚟維修啦。呢啲嘢係嘥咗好多錢買嘅，知唔知啊？我諗佢可以維持到20年咯。好似上一部一樣，係咯。你仲問幾多問題嘅？係咯。Bossman 壓咗張凳上面，壓到張嘈勁嘈。呢餅帶就係個可憐嘅布萊曼女士嗰碟，點解要播啊？話俾我聽，同我講下點解要播呢餅帶。呢個聽落好似係新聞嘅事件喎，呢個唔係我哋嘅工作咩？報道新聞係咯。報道新聞啫嘛，冇嘢㗎。好啦，唔理點講啦，你都選擇咗咁樣做啊 ，Alice。如果我係你，我就唔知道我會唔會要做同一嘅事。我諗都好明顯啊，你認為呢啲咁嘅做呢啲嘅決定係啱嘅。得到你咁樣嘅回答就夠㗎啦。我哋翻去談話，我哋嘅談話就嚟到呢度啦，係咯，完啦好嘛？唔好搞鳩我好唔好？我諗目前係我哋需要啲信息啊，喂 ，Mr。不過當然啦，唔好出聲喎。記得其他幾個人嘅談話結束之後咧，我可能仲有問題要問你喎。你好似知道呢樣嘢嘅後果係咪？記住啊，唔好有呢啲嘢發生啊！一定係部機壞咗啦，一定係啦。我落頭條新聞。有咩睇咧？頭條消息不斷喺你腦海中湧現，唔可能係真嘅，點可能係真嘅？係咯，過咗2個月咯，應該。你發現自己又翻嚟呢度，經過一日特別漫長同勞碌嘅工作之後，趕翻屋企，你已經遲到啦。如果遵守呢個限速規定咧，一定趕唔切嘅。但係如果超速嘅話，可能下80分鐘。喂，有啲嬲過非常嬲啦，係咪先？踩盡佢啦，係咪啊？似乎今晚一切好似同你作對喎。翻屋企途中你會遇到一個交通燈停止標誌嘅路口，你都要必須停車等待。等你翻到屋企停好架車之後，已經足遲咗9個字啊！唉， 福字豬 chat 喺呢度，警燈喺度不斷咁喺度閃，咩事咧？識時車牌身份證啊！CCO 帶咗一個人喺你屋企行出嚟上車，聽呢個時候聽到你個仔歡呼聲，車門閂咗，架車開埋。仆街啦，開始有啲仆街嘢啦。你行到休息室，發現啲同事開始避緊你，幾位節目中嘅同事用啲奇怪眼光望住你。Boss 話實際都唔似平時咁對你吹毛求疵，誤會嚟嘅啫，好快就完㗎啦，唔好咁樣安慰自己先。查理對斯進黨從來都深惡痛絕，門上嘅打斷嘅組織海報以及日常種種都清楚説明咗呢一點，但佢好乖，從來都唔用暴力嘅。上個禮拜你同阿 Sam 咗阿媽好得閒就去咗一齊去福祉中心行去。福祉中心監獄嚟啊！佢好似唔係好開心喎，但係佢好似有啲嗰度，佢話嗰度好似有啲好多志同道合嘅人，至少好似唔係嗰啲監獄咁艱苦嘅，但係冇諗過自己遇麻煩。仆街啊！個仔俾人捉過坐監啊！頭條新聞：一行黑色粗體大字，打住組織恐怖分子死於福祉部。Winston 特別逃避，襲擊咗一位福祉導師喺醫務室，因為搶救無效而死亡。咁佢係佢嘅錯定係你嘅錯咧？係咯？福祉中心乜鬼嘢？福祉中心監錯就監錯啦，師兄。唉。好啦，紀念日到咗啦，出去度假1個禮拜，同你阿 Sam 同你老婆一直以嚟嘅心願，不過要諮詢旅行社之後，會發現根本係負擔唔起旅行費嘅費用，即係出年先算啦，好嘛？但係雖然唔可以出去度假，但係並唔意味住不能度過一個特別嘅夜晚。你請咗日假，終於騰出時間嘗試為你老婆整份浪漫嘅大餐。雖然朝頭早阿 Sam 都講明話唔使嘥時間啦，唔使嘥功夫啦。你記得阿 Sam 同我講話，臨到頭先，臨最尾先想做啲補救咧，係一啲用都冇嘅。一齊過一個美妙嘅夜晚，一定好正嘅。你着手準備將今晚嘅房間佈置得溫馨浪漫，一切都向住呢個計劃進行。你甚至有時間一個人將個屋企打得零零立立，打掃花費咗落去好長時間。不過阿 Sam 一定好中意嘅，呢件事最重要嘅。阿 Sam 行到入門口，你喺廚房門口等候多時。你打扮得非常之能做，盡可能去表得好隨意。Alex 做乜鬼嘢啊 ？Oh my god！ 你執咗屋嚟啊？呢個乜鬼嘢味啊？呢啲咩味啊？阿 Sam 輕輕咁錫咗你一啖，然後從你身邊行過嚟到廚房，雅慈嘅盛宴已經開始擺好啦。Oh my god！Alex， 哇，老婆咁樣嗌法真係〜爽死，正！我哋結婚周年紀日快樂，阿 Sam。阿 Sam 帶住微笑轉身向住你，眼入面充滿淚水。Alex， 呢個太完美啦！你俾咗阿 Sam 一個 kiss 之後，跟住又將張凳從台底拉出。間屋從來都冇咁安靜過，自從阿 Sam 打斷咗你嘅思緒之後，將你拉翻嚟現實。你真係唔使咁喎 ，Alex。係啦，我知啦，心急斷底啦，我愛你啊，老婆得未啊？哎呀，唔使扮到好緊張啦。我都愛你啊 ，Sam。不過應該要點樣講起好咧？睇住你倒咗今晚第一杯香檳酒，呢個只係第一杯。哇！結婚周年紀念，梗係擺得你仔啦，係咪先？ 失業，哇冇嘢撈喎，飲啖水先。一切都準備就緒。你同阿 Sam 咁多年嚟一直都好想睇下子彈嘅，但係好可惜你錯過咗戲院嘅上畫時間啦，而且錄影帶成日都冇放。而家得到阿 Sam 翻到屋企，到時可以同你一齊睇戲啦。你啱啱將一碗爆谷放喺個咖啡台上面，就聽門鐘就響起啦，唔係到門就聽到前門打開嘅聲啦。I'm ready. Come on, bitch. 阿 Sam 目光呆滯行咗嚟，冇睇到你啱啱放緊嘅戲同埋台面上面嘅零食。你推咗阿 Sam 一下，阿 Sam 先回過神嚟。阿 Sam 做咩事？阿 Sam 老婆搞咩啊你？我俾人炒咗。顯現出而家唔需要請2個幼稚園老師啊！啲細路冇咁多，咁我哋可以慳翻啲開支啦。唉，陰公我老婆俾人炒啊！唉，而家咁嘅環境，真係點會有啲好嘅做嘢？唉，真係陰公。唔係你唔明白，而家學校學前嘅教師個需求開始少咗，唔單止喺呢度，度都係一樣。我唔知而家應該點做，我哋應該點算？唉，我都知你好難受噶啦，不過我哋會諗到辦法嘅，係咯。攞啲咩捱過咧 ，Alice？ 我哋已經好難行啦，但係而家我哋只能夠賣樓咯，我諗唔到有啲咩選擇。我哋有太多債務要還啦。如果真係要行到呢一步，咁都冇所謂嘅。反正我哋而家就係得我哋2個住喺度。唉，個仔又俾人捉走咗，老婆又俾人兜咗。喂，我諗我哋而家真係冇乜錢嘅咯，基本上真係冇乜錢咁滯咯。但係我想同你講。我諗你覺得啱嘅，不過我真係實在唔忍心冇咗呢間屋啊！諗起呢度發生嘅嘢 ，Alex， 最後你開始播套戲，但係你2個根本冇心情去睇，都冇睇戲嘅心情，都忙住喺度諗緊啲未來嘅嘢。不過間屋企都唔係代表都唔係一切嘅，有人先至有屋企啊，係咪先？唉，又失業，而家咁嘅環境。打仗仲要冇嘢做，唉，都唔知點算。冇嘢撈啊，大佬，加咁嘅環境真係。不欲篇，哇！
Hello, Alex. I've checked the schedule for tonight. Nothing major to report. Certainly isn't anything you can't handle. Still, at least my daughter's in for Advance's new initiative. That should liven things up a bit here. Keep up the good work.
好啦，又嚟到呢個，又嚟到呢個電視台啦，繼續翻我哋嘅工作啦。開翻啲掣先，入帶，哇！我真係冇嘢啦，我唔想播呢啲帶，係咁啊！全部都係先進黨嘅嘢喎，你點播啊？完全唔想播，一個都唔想播，話俾你聽。
And adjust to the new future. Strong language and themes of selfishness there, so not one for the kids. Incisors is at 11:15, and Dr. Adrian Atkinson Blimey will be looking back on Liberation Day by talking to several eyewitnesses and asking, how did it all go so right? That's followed by the Territory Weather Report, Advanced Briefing, and pages from Terrytext, now featuring up to 16 simultaneous colours. What a time to be alive.
In
But
5,
first,
4,
time to put on.
3.
Good evening and welcome to the NNN. I'm Megan Wolf. And who's this, you might be wondering? Well, it's Bring Your Daughter to Work Day here at Channel 1. So I'm joined tonight by my foster daughter, Stacey. Say hello, Stacey. Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
All right then. Here are the stories that matter to you. First up, with advance confirming that the nuclear fallout from the 20-week war is to blame for the drop in birth rates across the territories, we asked you what keeps you going. I know that I, for one, was quite deflated when I heard about this, but reading all your submissions has really put the smile back on my face. This is from Drew in Humberset. To take our minds off things,
其實呢啲圖片選擇咧，其實都叫話影響到嗰個劇情嘅變化。其實
So next week we're building Nibbles a tiny conservatory, a loft conversion, and a holiday home. Thank you for that. And if you've started a new hobby, do write in and tell us about it. Next up, you know how we love your uncanny comestible coincidences, and I don't know about you, but I think this one really takes the biscuit. I'm not sure what I'm more impressed by, Stacey. The things our viewers spot, or the unbelievable way our menu centres are now able to feed every team member every single day. Catherine from Berkeldown sent us this, saying, I couldn't help but spot the face of poor departed Peter Clement in my 4th lager this morning.
先進黨嘅 logo。
Catherine, but then again, I'm only on my 3rd. Do keep those coming in. Come on, have a go. We've just got time for one more of your stories, and this one is an inspiring story of rehabilitation. That's it, just tell us who it's from, yeah, and then read it out. Okay.
Apparently, this is from Sherry in Tendon. Here I am, just 6 months out of betterment. I'm healthy, sober and working thanks to the facilities I had access to on the inside. I'll never have to go back to my old life of stealing cars and burning down charity shops. I just wanted to share.
We absolutely love hearing the way our neighbours and team members have been able to become better people. So do let us know your stories here. You can do this bit, Stacey.
No, you're right, thanks.
Come on, give it a try.
Let us know your stories here at the NNN.
Right, bit of a change of pace coming up here. You'll need to use the S effect buttons for the next segment. For advance, I've already selected when and what to use. Simple stuff. Just follow your government orders.
Wow. 呢個係真係完全 NNN。
First up tonight on the NNN, it's time to celebrate this week's team lottery winners live from the Shakespeare Theatre. Right.
中獎啦你！
Julia Salisbury. I suppose you don't think much of her either, eh, Stacey?
She's got a lot more going for her than you wankers.
Okay. Surprising vote of approval there from Stacey. Let's go live to that right now.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this week's Team Award.
係都唔播啊！
Of all the many duties I have as team leader, this is by far the most pleasant.
你吹咩？我係都唔播啊！
As I so often say to you, the uneven past is now, following the demise of Disrupt, firmly behind us. This is the new future, and I say to you, it's better now. I am delighted to be joined here tonight by one of the oldest people in Territory 1. He was born over 107 years ago.
107歲，
Warm team welcome
仲咁得閒，仲喺度。
So, Alfie, you must have seen so much in your lifetime. What have been
啲連個 PPD 都出埋嚟啊，大佬！
Alfie? Is he all right?
係咯， 點啊你？
His hearing aid isn't turned on.
Oh, could you turn it on?
He says it drains the battery.
嘥電啊！
We'll buy him a brand new battery after the presentation.
Yeah, he says that's fine then. And I will help him with that. Yeah.
If you would. Sorry, can't get the staff.
哇！真係尷尬到仆街。
So, Alfie. What? You're 107 years old.
Oh, don't bloody remind me.
Would you like to tell the audience what that's like?
Oh, where is everybody?
係咯，邊度有觀眾啊？有觀眾咩？
There, in the dark. Oh, bless him, it's not just the ears.
Who are you? 2 sugars, please.
I'm Julia Salisbury, the Prime Minister.
A lovely story. Who are you really?
No, I really am the Prime Minister.
Oh, so you're you know,
a woman.
Yeah, a woman. One of
Women can do anything men can do these days, Alfie.
Can you piss standing up?
I can't say I've ever tried.
No, I didn't think so. 2 sugars, please, and not too much milk.
Shall we get to the awards, Alfie?
Oh, aren't you going to ask me about my life?
Well, I'm not sure we have enough time left now for that, so...
When I was 9, I wanted a pet, so I asked me Mum and Pap. There was no television then, back then, you know. We made
仲講舊事啊！
out of coal and roadkill.
Well, that's fascinating.
So they got me a pet, see? But it weren't a dog. They told me it were a dog, but it were a stone.
A stone?
Yes. So I called it Patch, which was a popular name for a dog back then, on account of the king having a patchy face. And I decided to introduce him to pretty little Gertie Thimble, who lived up the road.
Oh, how romantic.
She threw my dog in the river. That was the day I decided I'd never marry.
And that's the secret to your long life?
Oh no, I've been married 7 times. Divorced 8. There was a mix-up with number 3, see? Yes, I'm just lucky. Are we going back to the home soon?
Soon, Alfie. First, let's turn to the reason we're all here. The weekly Territory 1 Team Awards.
哇！睇下啲咩玩先。
Tonight is a lady who really knows how to put in the extra hours. She works at a transition centre in Hamble-Bamblebury, and she has single-handedly allowed more families to unburden each other than any other nurse in Territory 1. In the uneven path, she'd have been locked up. Tonight, she is being honoured as a team player. Please welcome Daphne Snister.
哇！恭喜晒你啊！你睇下。
Are you here to change me?
Just give her a medal, Alfie. There's a good boy.
Right, got you. I mean, 2 sugars.
哇！頒獎啦！史上最勁啊！
There he goes. Look.
哇！你睇下佢，舉唔到隻手啊！哇！
Thank God those fractious times
點啊？笑死！
Are we in? As the actors said to the bishop.
Yes, thank you. I've got it from here.
Well done. Daphne Snister, everybody. Now, open your envelope and
開咗封信佢啦，睇下啲咩營養咩？
back there. She's stuck into one of Peter's homemade Ethel's cakes.
Got it. I've won a holiday for 2 in Territory 15. Used to be called San Palmerino, didn't it?
I believe it did, yes.
Why couldn't we have stuck with that then? It's easier to remember.
We're all one nation now.
Hang on a minute. Isn't it still on fire?
Daphne Snister, everyone.
Oh, what about my change? I've been in these wide.
哇！你咁樣玩法啊，大佬？
We'll get to that, Alfie.
Oh, right you are.
Next up tonight is a couple from Farnley who, after a rocky start,
哦，而家係俾呢個先進黨控制住，兼洗晒腦。
setting up a community farm and petting zoo in their local area for all the local children to play. Please welcome Otho and Lobelia, Jackson Randy Gannon.
哇！頭要拍手掌啦！
Medals, Alfie.
Do you know, when I was in the trenches, I had a pal called Scotty Wilson. He was from way up north, so I didn't understand.
拍爛手掌添啊！
But he were my best mate.
Should we just grab them for ourselves?
Probably for the best.
And his best mate was Smudger A's. There was them.
哈哈，兩個互相巴掌。
Unstable Terry.
我唔明呢啲有咩好班喎？
She were a girl.
呢個先係重點。
She had a boy's name, so they shipped her to the front anyway. First girl any of us has ever seen close up. She's dead now. They all are. Smudger and Scotty never made it home. Fiddly got shanked in Frankfurt prison in an argument over an olive. And Terry, he exploded quietly at home. Sydney got a fatal skin condition. Scratched herself to death. It makes you think.
Thanks, Alfie. Great contribution.
好啦，睇下佢哋有得到啲咩獎先。
After we lost all our wealth, we discovered there were actually people who had never even owned a penny. So we decided to do something about it. That's the type of people we are, you see. Advantage of a private education, probably.
Well, I'm sure we could debate that all night, but there's no time. So, let's see what you've won.
Yes, but before we do, there's something I want to say to you.
Oh, absolutely. Every citizen of the new future has my ear.
Good. When advance came to power, you took all of our wealth.
哇！攞走晒啲人，攞走晒人啲市民啲嘢，真係先進黨真係一個偉大嘅領袖。哇！哇！
I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. Bennies and Manoos are not good bedfellows. Keep those flappy bits off my channel.
唔走得街嗰啲嘢。
And you are? Oh, nice.
Got to go. It isn't right and it isn't fair.
You tell him, girl. That's my wife, you know. Oh, no, you don't.
You can't mix pearls with swine. It isn't right. We used to have 3 horses, Fenton, DeFessel and Hungwell. And now what have we got? 2 mangy goats, 1 mongrel dog called Kenneth, and a rooster that would bloody shut up!
Can we get this over quickly with, please?
As the actress said to the bishop.
笑死！呢個係咩狀態啊？呢個係乜鬼嘅狀態？哦！
Oh, don't worry, love. I'll protect you. Oh.
protect.
Oh, oh.
Oh, oh.
You better blow what he knows.
You know, this reminds me of when I was in my 20s and we go to the promenade at Shining on Sea and watch all the pretty girls on the beach. Everything was black and white then, of course. We'd visit the Penny Arcade and try to win a block of lard to take home to the family.
哦，嗰兩條友就係俾巴布我打死咗，陰公。
Back then. Boys were boys, girls were girls. Everyone else was recruited by the circuses.
真係
Loads of them, you see.
點算啊，大佬？
Their candy floss. You'd hear the music, the pipe organ, drifting over the nearby fields. My mum used to call it the most magical sound in the world. This was before she lost her hearing after giving a particularly loud round of applause. Did you ever go to the circus?
What's that, Alfie?
The circus. Oh, never mind. Yeah, just the tea, pet.
Well, that was an unexpected dose of naked nostalgia. Some people simply can't let go of the past. That's why I look in joy and fervent admiration at the younger generation. So cohesive, such a team. And with fertility falling throughout the territories, we should value our fabulous new generation now more than ever.
七女八歲啊，真係。
Tonight is a go-getter who really went and got him, helping to root out more than 170 disrupt collaborators in his own neighborhood. Since then, he's gone on to be a
高級凝聚學員領袖，
all of the entertainment at last year's camp.
並組織舊年嘅今晚嘅得獎者 ，Yeah！
You should be in a transition centre, you old nonk.
老嫩同期，
It's an absolute pleasure to finally meet you.
哇！好明顯俾人洗晒腦喎，咁盤嚟喎。
Nonsense, Prime Minister. You have saved this country. You have
Wow.
fought enemies, foreign and domestic.
哇！哇！
Tiny fists are by.
咁擦鞋咩？而家啲人。
The envelope and find out what you've won. Maybe it'll be a fist enlargement.
睇嘢先。
A year's internship as a behaviour coach at Betterment.
福字單為一單有1年，係咪教練？
Let's show the fools where they went wrong, yeah?
Well, actually, Betterment is about rehabilitation, Edwin.
Absolutely. And if they don't reintegrate, we retaliate. Just like you did on Liberation Man. Thank you for this award. And stay vigilant. Report the non-cohesives. Be a team player.
That concludes tonight's awards. Join me next week when, hopefully, things will be a lot more normal. Back to you, Megan.
Prime Minister Salisbury there at a highly
一科3字嘅頒獎儀式。
Any thoughts on this week's winners, Stacey?
The nurse was fucking scary, the preteens were saggy, and that little prick will never lose his virginity.
Okay. Succinctly put there, if a little profane. After the break, we'll be going live to a star-studded premiere.
先該入嘅首映。
Tonight, don't go anywhere, we'll be back after this. And we're out! You know, somewhere else in this building.
Wow.
Alex, one other... What's that? You're off already? I know you had to take the day off work, Petunia, but... Oh, I see. No luck still with Theodore. I'm so sorry, darling. Of course. I'll speak to you later. Oh, Alex. Completely forgot what I was going to say. Blast and all. Still, I'm lucky to have her.
Disaster.
Yeah, that. It's just like having him back in the chair.
Lil D.
Lil D.
What are you hiding inside your heart? What are the secrets of your recent past?
Yeah. Wow.
How well do you know the people down the
Hippity Bob. So much better. So much better. You gotta go to better man.
我睇緊啲乜嘢 ？AV 嚟啊，大佬！呢啲係咪 AV 嚟啊？似 AV 多啲喎，師兄。
Songs of the new future. In record shops across the territory.
Soldier.
And we are going in 5, 4, 3. Welcome back. Stacey's still here. Welcome back. Stacey's still here. Thanks, Stacey. And in this segment, we're delighted to have sent Robin and Patrick to the movies. Yes, tonight is the world premiere of The Automated, starring Lawrence Blunderclatch and the late, great Helena Canterbury Boatshoe. And all the stars are out tonight. We first covered this film almost 5 years ago, back when it was called The Medicated. Then, for mysterious reasons, the film was suddenly pulled the night before its release. Well, since then, executive producer George Focus has spent 5 long years polishing the film and turning it into a special edition and premiering tonight. With extensive state-of-the-art visual effects and a top-quality voice team, George says it's the movie he always wanted to make. Now, let's take a look at it.
Wow.
I can't deconstruct it. I can't deconstruct it. Robots.
哦，係啊，我認得呢套嘢啊。
Is this a wig?
You think I don't grow that?
No, Dick, I'll kill you. Think of Saturn.
There's something on your face, Chief Harrison. I wish you were real, baby. Flesh and blood.
Captain Quasar.
But you're just ones and zeros, baby. If only I'd noticed.
Captain Quasar.
You rusted, but I didn't notice.
Captain.
I'm buffering, Dick, you said.
Got one on you.
God damn it, blast it off!
Here's a map.
What's a map? Okay, so head north on Interstellar Avenue, left at the asteroid belt, and a tricky three-point turn at Uranus.
哇！大佬你喐得咁快，我點跟到啊
This corner. This is the key.
Shut it down.
Yes, yes, we can shut it down. But we have to ask ourselves, who are we?
哇！真係呢個信號光嘢真係夠晒好玩啊！真係。
Gosh, thrilling stuff. What did you think, Stacey?
The robots were alright, I guess.
They certainly were. Let's go over to Robin Short now in Western Square, who I believe has got the star of the show. Robin.
呢度唔止拍 AV 啊，拍電影啊！
Yes, we are live. From
拍埋電影啊！話俾你聽。
No introduction. Florence Blunderclatch. How has your evening been so far?
Magical. Absolutely magical.
又嚟。
My most dear friends all gathered here to
喂，冷靜，唔好喐住先。
With award season just around the corner.
冷靜啲先，唔好喐得咁快啫 ，OK？ 係啦，乖。數後光嘢好撚恐怖嘅喂。
It's really not for me to say. But let's just say that I know of 3 little gold men who are getting rather lonely.
Absolutely.
Because I've won 3.
哇！你追得咁快，我跟唔到你喎。
Well, it's safe to say that your career has gone supersonic in the last couple of years. How's that been?
Well, as I was saying to Stephen only yesterday, that's Stephen Spellman. The Stephen Spellman. Lovely chap. I mean, unbelievable mind. I said, Stephen, you know, this really has been quite the ride. Did you know what he said? He agreed with me.
Wow. And what do you attribute your success to?
Well, if we're talking actual numbers, I'd have to say 60% talent, 30% looks, and 10% passion, brackets general. Not to mention the incredible coverage on election night. That really was the start of it all.
哇！好麻煩啊！喂，唔好喐嚟喐去！哇！真係救命！
Delight talking to you as always. Thank you so much. Well, Patrick Bannon should be with Lil C for a conversation that doesn't involve vomit. Patrick. Aaron, what's the etiquette of going commando at a premiere?
And surely you recognize my youngest, pop sensation, Lil D.
D.
Lil D. Next week.
Actually, we weren't expecting
又嚟啊！又嚟啊！
She's
唔好
around. She's not been feeling very well. She's put me in charge.
Has she?
Well, the courts have. They gave me stewardship over her estate, her finances, and her eternal soul. Praise Craglar!
Praise Craglar.
Wow. But is she coming just because we've got some questions for her?
Well, she might be along later, but as our legal and spiritual guardian, I'll be happy to answer any questions on her behalf.
And Lil D, was it? Well, you look great.
Oh, thank you. You know what? I feel great.
黐筋嘅喎。
I'm wearing Little C and you could be too.
Really?
Little C's new line launches tonight. This is one of my favourite looks. It's called...
嗰條巴真係史上最黐線嘅喎。唔知大家見唔見到隔離嗰個細路巴啦？係幾咁難搞啊！
Yeah, well, the label's gone from strength to strength since our initial TV launch on this very show, actually.
Yeah, that's right.
So really, we have all you to thank for all this. You know, this hat cost more than my second jet. Feel that?
哇！冇身咁長，我就係喐唔到啦。
Success story ever.
And do you have any advice for anyone wanting to follow in your footsteps?
Absolutely.
Wow.
All you need to succeed on your own is your family's financial backing and pre-existing fame. It's not rocket science, people.
Oh, well, but in sadder news, am I right that Lil C is going to be retiring from music?
Yeah, I'm afraid so. I'm sure you can imagine. At 25, she's far too old for pop music now. She can't keep up with these young stars. So her best-of album is out now, and she's touring that later this year. And then her farewell tour the year after that. And that's her last chance to see her. So until the reunion tour, and then the classic tour after that. But it's been a long and varied career, as you can imagine. She's very, very proud of herself.
Oh, and if her health's bad, then maybe it's for the best.
What's wrong with her health? Oh, yes, her health. Her...
個手殘啊！
And it's surprisingly expensive treatments. Curse you, Zaytan! Damn your intergalactic justice!
Oh, yeah.
哇！
You get back.
哇！
Not going to sell themselves. Oh.
黐線㗎信號。
Lil C, D, thank you so much for
好，
joining me.
我繼續
And
播
do pass our best
Channel
wishes to
One
Lil C.
係啦，繼續播呢個
Now it looks like Robin is with a music legend who actually is irreplaceable.
廣告啦
Is that who I think it is?
我係都唔播先進咗啲嘢啊！
Can you get me out?
嚟
Yeah, you know, I'm good. I'm great. No
又嚟啦，又嚟啦。
silencing me, silencing the truth.
Are you referring to your attempt to incite violence against the democratically elected leaders of this country on live TV?
Yeah, exactly. And instead of being held a visionary, my management and agent, they all dropped me.
Oh no.
You can't break me when you didn't make me, you understand? See, I'm the voice, I'm the hope. You can lock me up, call the doctors, but only the moon can judge me.
So, what have you been up to since your team cut ties with you?
You know, keep building, keep moving. I'm actually working
哇
on a
哇
track
哇
right
哇
now.
哇！
Directed
你唔好
by
流失我啲
myself.
觀眾先。
Can we hear a bit of it?
Well, no.
I know I'd love to hear it, and I'm sure the people at home would love to as well.
Yeah, sure, of course. Give me the mic. Yo. The news tried to shut my mouth, but it won't be long until they go south. Cause my name's Big J and you can't stop me. See, no censorship can stop me. Yeah, see, that's all I've got at the moment.
Did you just rhyme me with me?
No! Daddy promised this wouldn't happen again. You're supposed to clap and say, well done, Julian, well done.
Well done, Julian.
Well done, Julian.
Now.
哇！原來係咁中意俾人讚
Ask
嘅。
people that question, and I'll walk away nicely.
Is it true that you're heir to a hotel chain?
What? Where did you hear that?
And that you're very much alive parent,
La, la, la,
currently
la,
on the
la,
run
la,
for
la,
massive
la, la, la,
financial
la, la,
holding.
la.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you trying to censor me?
係咯。
Oh, got Jesus there, who really does seem to be going from strength to something. There's so many stars here tonight, Megan. It really is a who's who of whatever here. I'm going to see if I can grab a moment with someone rather special. I hope you're not too jealous, Megan. Back to you.
Thanks, Robin. But I think Stacey and I are probably in quite enough trouble where we are.
Enemy soldier, enemy soldier.
Maybe from your generation's perspective?
You won't like my opinions.
Oh, go on, try me.
Well, Bumbalonk is so old he's like 1 week away from a transition centre, so who cares? And Lil C was cool when I was like 12 or something, but now she's just another fucking loony. And Jesus is a disrupt to London wanker who should have died with the rest of them 3 years ago.
You're right.
You agree with me?
No, you're right, I don't like your opinions. But thankfully, we can go back to Patrick now, who has another familiar face to catch up with. Oh, Patrick!
It's absolutely buzzing here, Megan. The anticipation.
But
a little birdie's told us that any moment now we should get a glimpse of someone incredibly
佢之前唔係有雲有龍嘅咩？應該好翻㗎而家。
Many of the fans, yes, the mayor of Bumley will be arriving literally any second now. No sign of him yet, but as you can tell, the atmosphere here really is something else. Patrick Bannon, NNN, what's it been like since Bumley got so popular?
Well, it's been wonderful. The tourism numbers have exploded thanks to the marketing campaign. Investors have ploughed millions into the town. We've got more Bumleyan jobs. It's brought more Bumleyan homes. We're all very grateful. Of course, it's not all bums and roses. It's almost impossible to get a good look at the whole these days. The crowds are unbelievable. Who can blame them? It's a bloody marvellous hole.
And how have you found public service?
Well, to be frank with you, it's been the greatest honour of my life to serve the town that I love so dearly. From the banks of the graceful Taint to the quiet elegance of the vomit-soaked car park outside the 24-hour petrol station.
又玩呢個
It's been a privilege, a pleasure. A
信號遊戲。
And I can't thank the mayor enough for all he's done.
Let's talk to the mayor now. Excuse me, sir. Can you tell us a bit of what it's like to be elected to such a prestigious office?
係咯，有咩感受啊？
And do you have any words for your legions of fans out there?
點解會問隻狗嘅？
But blistering honesty from the right honourable
係咯，
Peanut Tea Fortescue there.
好訪問唔訪問係訪問隻狗喎。
Proclamation. Quickly, fetch your policy bag.
好無聊，好無厘頭，好無厘頭。
Well, there you have it, Megan. What an honour to literally see local government at work there. I'm still in shock. Back to you at the studio.
Thanks, Patrick. What a colourful interview there on what looks like an amazing night. They certainly know
哇！
how to
成就
make
都攞
entrance.
埋。
And the automated really does seem to have unstoppable written all over it, because despite Boris Horsey in Hours magazine calling it Lawrence Blunderclatch's overly long suicide note, in a review which ends with the words, and he hasn't even had the decency to see it through, the film, which is free to all residents of the territories, has seen
又訪問，有冇咁多訪問啊？一個影展啫喎。
Those lucky few seeing it tonight. Oh, I'm so jealous. Robin, you seen anything?
唉，又玩呢個遊戲啊！
Unusually wealthy, Megan. I'm here with richest man in the world.
仲有2分鐘捱埋佢頂。
Johnny Helmsleeves. Are you excited for the film, Johnny?
2分鐘。
Time film, you know, I'm a busy man.
Oh, so what brings you to this film premiere?
It's always time for the smooth flavour of a headbutt ale.
I see. So, what have you enjoyed most since you became richest man in the world?
It's got to be the crisp refreshment that only comes from an ice-cold beer.
Of course. What would you say to the people that criticise your billionaire lifestyle?
I'd like to headbutt them all, but I'll settle for the full-bodied flavour of a headbutt ale.
Honestly, did not think you'd be able to make a marketing opportunity out of that one. So, fair fair enough. I have a question for you. How have you managed to avoid the assets and wealth tax?
The only thing I'm avoiding is these questions. How have you avoided trying one for yourself?
Hmm.
哇，得唔得㗎？
Oh. Oh. What is that aftertaste?
Just too much flavour to be contained in one.
太多風味。
It says here contains grade D innards, and then it just
Grade
says
D.
miscellaneous in brackets.
The D stands for delicious.
Well, I think
D
we'll throw it back to the studio before
for
you all see
delicious。
my miscellaneous innards.
一定有好多
Thank you.
好正嘅酒喺入邊
For
啊！
taking time out of your busy schedule to bring us this live beer advert. I'm off to the movies, Megan.
Thanks, Robin. Lucky you, and enjoy the movie. The Automated opens in cinemas across the territories this weekend. What a star-studded event, eh, Stacey?
Who cares? No one goes to the cinema these days.
Of course. We'll be back after these messages. I still go to the cinema.
You should get yourself a video recorder, like the one at the home.
Yeah, I've got a video recorder. It's just not the same, is it?
You're right, it's better. No uneven.
Stefano Arrivederci.
好啦，又播翻呢個廣告先。
Lil D.
Lil D.
What are you hiding inside your heart? Mask. What are the secrets of your recent past? How well do you know your neighbor? How well do you know the people down the
Hippity Bob.
So much better, so much better. You gotta go to better meds. So much better, so much better.
大概嚟到呢個位應該係 ending 啦。啲歌真係好聽，其實。呢一個樣咁嘅殘。
Songs of the new future. In record shops across the territories. From Friday.
Welcome back. For our final segment tonight, Stacey and I are delighted to be joined by Heat Rash. Their new album, Girls and Why We Love Them All, comes out this weekend. So, let me see if I can get this right. It's Nolan.
I write the songs.
Ronnie.
That's what it says on my tattoo.
Oh, you've got a tattoo of your name on yourself. Okay.
In case he forgets it.
This raconteur, you must be Chinny. Why do they call you Chinny?
It's because of this ugly old thing.
I don't know what you mean.
God, you're so fucking embarrassing.
Dale. Crikey, Dale, you do not look old enough to be in a band.
I get that a lot. I'm actually 23, the oldest one.
咁嘅樣係23歲，你 OK 嘅。
God, I'm so sorry. I didn't know that.
It's so co-pretty. He's only messing with you.
He's actually 58.
Okay, right, I see. You're going to be a handful, aren't you, boys?
Mum.
Gross. And you must be TP. What does TP
TP.
stand for?
Tiny prick. It stands for
Teamwork.
I see.
Wow.
Have that nickname.
Ever since Nolan decided Terry Pronos was a shit name for a member of a boy band. No co-Ronnie. Yeah, no co-Ronnie.
Sorry, what does no-co mean?
Ah, it's the opposite of...
So
Yeah.
So cohesive. You pretees say cool.
Right, okay. Thank you, Stacey.
咦，頭先做乜嘢？
Not your fault, she's uneven.
So, you guys met through a popular show on one of our rival channels, didn't
D
you?
D D D D D D D D D D.
So, how did that work then?
升翻上嚟先，唔該。再跌啊就冇觀眾㗎啦。應該頭先唔記得嘟晒啲粗口。
The judges put us into bands, and yeah, we went to their houses and they just put us into bands.
It's an example of how we're greater than the sum of our parts when we work in harmony.
And occasionally sing.
冇啲啲。
So every week on the show, they get these bands and they give them a song that the producer just found from under the bin somewhere.
Actually, I write the song.
And the public would phone in and decide which song they like best.
Right, and then the losers would be eliminated.
Loser.
Yeah. Mom, what?
No cool. Pretty, so no cool. The band who get the most approval get to play their song again.
Sure. So what happens to the losers then?
Loser.
What do I keep doing wrong?
We don't use the L word anymore.
What, you mean losers?
Would you please stop saying
Boys mean to loser.
That word is a pejorative. It's a word designed to diminish. At Go Getters, I learned very early that we only win when everybody wins.
But, sorry, that's not real life, is it? That's just sports board, no?
I thought you were Soko.
Yeah,
Soko.
I am Soko.
Nah, you're a shrinker. Can't be friends with shrinkers.
She doesn't know what you're talking about. She doesn't understand.
So I do understand, actually, Stacey.
What's a shrinker?
Well, a shrinker.
What's a
shrinker.
pretty, Mum?
Well, I think it means someone who's older, doesn't it?
Pre-territories. It's someone who turned 18 before the new
哇！
future.
有啲新嘅後生仔教嘅。
Unevens.
Mimis. Nonks.
It's not her fault she's old. She can't help it.
I'm not that old,
I'm trying
actually.
to help you here.
I don't think I need your help.
See? Total Mimi.
Is that so?
Yes, obviously.
Obviously.
You know what the real problem with you lot is? You just can't get over the fact that your beloved Disrupt are gone and you just don't fit in anymore. But the truth is, Disrupt were violent, no-co, bricks being led by a fucking psycho. I'm glad they lost, and you should be too.
Listen, not everyone over 30 supported Disrupt, Stacey.
Not everyone, no, but one fuck-off lot of you did.
Soko, Stacey. Soko.
So cool.
We've all learned maybe a little bit more than we expected to there. I'm genuinely delighted to have met Heat Rash. And before we end the show tonight, I think you're going to sing for us, aren't you?
Yes, that's right. We're going to sing a song from Girls and Why We Love Them All called Pieces of My Heart, which is about a real relationship I have with an actual girl.
Oh, Nolan, give it a rest, mate. No one cares. Go on, let's get on these stools, lads.
Right.
哦，又有 MV 睇啦！
So, Stacey, can I get your contact?
Oh, she's 15. Go on, piss off and sing your song, Terry. Christ.
Right you are.
So, here they are with their latest single, Pieces of My Heart. Are you excited, Stacey?
Not for me, no. I only listen to blip music. And a bit of
又有歌聽啦，各位。
music is
yes, I know I meant to mention this earlier. Apparently these newfangled boy bands change singer all the bloody time. Try and follow along, eh? Keep the shot on whoever is currently singing the lead vocal.
I saw you standing by the man you sent with a brand new pair of Lakers, baby. Do you remember? You took the first of the pieces of my heart. You wandered into a bush and grabbed a vodka and stank. Took our assets and our wealth and drew them out of the bag. I gave you little pieces of my heart. I didn't know two hearts could ever feel like this, girl. It's like you were custom made for me by Remington's fist. I take all of the loves that didn't last and leave them in the uneven past. Share the new future as my
哇！點解啲歌咁好聽啊？點算啊？好想買晒佢啲soundtrack喎！屌！
They're shaking all the way through incisors. We held each other as things
太正啦！
We took a train through all the territories and we threw away the rules and wrote our personal stories. You took a dozen pieces of my heart. I didn't know that life could ever feel like this, girl. It's like you were custom made for me by Remington's fist. I take all of the loves that didn't last, I leave them there, the uneven past. Share the new future as my bride. Snatch me inside. There's no need to hide all the times you have cried. As my old mom used to say, blow me away. I just want you to stay. I just want you to play. You make me crazier than Neil. Make me crazier than Neil today. Staring at your membership card. There's your picture beaming brighter than a handful of flaws. I'm trying to find the pieces of my heart and leave them in the uneven parts. Share the new future as my bride. You snatch me inside. There's no need to hide all the times that you cried. As my old man used to say, you blow me away. I just want you to stay. I just want you to play. You make me crazier than Neil. Crazier than Neil. Crazier than Neil today.
啲歌會唔會太好聽啊，大佬？哇！真係〜顛覆咗我想像喎。
That was actually really good. Best of luck. Thank you for coming in. Now it's almost time for final thoughts tonight. And I've actually asked Stacey to write a few, and they're just being programmed onto the auto cue now. Now, I have no idea what she's going to say. So, fingers on that bleep button in the broadcast room, just in case. Take it away, Stacey.
My name is Stacey. I guess you know that by now. Don't know why I put that in there. Anyway. I don't watch the news. There's no need. You hear all the important stuff from your mates, so I don't know what's considered important anymore. But I'm pretty sure that it's not rehashed movies and fucking boy bands, so... Anyway. I'm going to talk about what's important to me. When Advance were first elected, 6 years ago, I was 9 and in a home. Not a family home like you call a home. This was a state children's home. It was fucking awful, actually. It was like a Charles Dickens book. The roof leaked and the walls were damp some mornings. The food was bad. Drugs and alcohol were everywhere. No one cared. You had to watch your back all the time because there weren't enough staff to manage us. And yes, as you'd imagine, there was a lot of... Some bad stuff went down there with some of the staff, okay? Not all of them, but the others knew, and they didn't stop it. And then Advance won the election. And like a miracle, things started to change. they got better. We had nicer food. The home was not just repaired, but redecorated and kitted out with books and sports stuff and musical instruments and video games. Most of the staff were fired, and the new ones, which there were more of, spent time talking and working with the bullies. And you know what? A second miracle.
思想準備工
The
作。
bullying stopped. My
Wow.
life got better. Because
Wow,
finally,
Lily
there was
Zai.
enough money to do the good things, and Advance had the guts to do it. I joined Go-Getters, and on Liberation Night, that gave me a group of friends that I could talk with when the bombs went off and the power went out. Another
又
miracle.
發生個奇
I
蹟。
wasn't alone anymore. And that was the night I finally understood the importance of being in a team. So here's my final thought. I know the people who were doing better under the old system long to go back. You say, we were freer. But what you mean is, we were richer. But for every one of you, there is 100 of me. And even now, after all you've had taken away, you are still doing better than I am, than I likely ever will. You still have homes of your own and families of your own who love you. And I'll never have that. So maybe you should stop looking for the worst interpretation of everything this amazing government does and realise it's not for you. It's for the millions like me. And you can cry and bleat all you want, but you're never going to get your money back because it's already been spent on miracles.
Thank you, Stacey, for that. Thank you, Stacey, for that.
Stand by.
Let's keep making tomorrow better.
And we're out.
Is that all right?
Yes, that was more than all right.
My sweet
Songs of the New Future.
Songs of the New
Stefano
Future.
Arrivederci. Lil D.
inside your heart?
我係都唔火先震咗啲嘢啊！你咪即管，你係即管搞鳩我，搞我隨便。哇 ！BED 心碎了 Channel One。好啦，唉，休息一陣先，休息3個字先啦。唉，睇埋呢段。遲來嘅報應。你又再坐一次，你又一次坐喺 Bossman 嘅 office 度，呢條一切都咁乾淨企理，特別符合呢位挑剔嘅上司嘅喜好。不過老師遲到，你啱啱開始諗點解佢遲到，就聽到佢身後嘅門打開咗。咦？你到咗啦？好啦，我長話短説，我都知道對於工作崗位投入比較欠缺。你呢度做咗6年嘢啦，喺呢段時間度，簡單明確嘅指令你都無法好好地照做。最好嘅例子係幾年前你曾經公開播放打斷組織嘅宣傳錄影帶，至今造成嘅影響仍然都未消除。呢樣暫時都應該最後一段啦。我哋冇忘記打斷組織發動嗰場襲擊，雖然未能證明係咪參與其中，嗰晚 Channel One 付出咗沉重嘅代價，我哋金錢同聲譽已經損失慘重。我同你講，如果俾我揾到啲少少嘅證據，咁我哋而家肯定唔會坐喺度傾啦。哇，好串喎！ 依家你咩料啊？聽住 Winston， 我直接講啦，我唔中意你。如果我講算，真係算了算，咁你一早已經走咗路。但係而家我哋已經收歸國有，如果炒咗你，肯定會引起上頭而直到依家你都仲未掂到佢好先。但係我想俾你知道，I will be watching you， 就等你失手嗰日，你都同我翻去做嘢。哇！老細鬧人啦，開始。老細開始鬧人啦，命中注定。好，休息一陣先，開個我哋暫時休息一陣，鋪個 break 仔，陣間翻嚟。係啦。 唉，翻嚟未？翻嚟未？去廁所又去完未？繼續我哋嘅 live broadcast 最後嘅直播。咁咧，喺度講翻聲先。RGB 女僕裝 2.0 嘅 donation bar 咧，我就已經放咗喺度噶啦。咁咧，如果想donate嘅話咧，就歡迎隨便咧就donate啦嚇。咁咧，我放咗喺個 description 嗰度。咁啊，隨便donate用錢打我塊面啦嚇，即管打我塊面，係啦。咁啊，我哋繼續翻嚟啦嚇。好，我哋嚟啦。好，咁樣啊。好，2303日，命中注定。天色已經晚啦，雪落咗成日，同其他人唔同。你想要盡量留喺屋企，等俾自己暖啲。通常你中意落雪，但係今日嘅雪毫無疑問，即係又容易到你不悅。不過聽日你唔使返工，或者可以嘆多陣嘢。阿 Sam 只要睇到雪就好興奮啦。後生嘅時候佢總會將啲細路包到實，帶住佢哋去雪地玩啦。不過咁樣嘅場景已經好耐冇出現啦。每年呢個時候，漆黑嘅夜晚唔知有啲咩玻璃，總能夠讓你倍感憂愁。前門鎖匙刮擦嘅聲音已經吸引到你注意，肯定阿 Sam。你聽到 Sam 幾次嘗試開門都唔成功，幾分鐘之後你起身開咗道門，頂你個肺啊！多謝晒，唔該晒，道門爛咗啊！阿 Sam 行到搖晃晃，成身走氣。阿 Sam 你唔好同我講你揸車翻嚟啊！你飲咗幾多啊，老仔？唔好同我指手啊！唔好對我指手畫腳，我大人嚟噶啦，我自己可以做決定。Alice， 談話之間，阿 Sam 不得不扶住自己門框，避免自己跌親。阿 Sam 嘅語氣中好似帶有攻擊性，似乎弱咗幾分。阿 Sam 你唔能夠咁樣噶啦，入嚟啦！我哋同你醒下酒先啦。唔制啊！我唔想再回憶起呢件事啊！佢原本應該21歲啊 ，Alice， 我哋嘅細仔啊，佢走咗啦。仲有 Susie 同 Chris 都唔喺度啊！你越大你一啲都唔 care。我梗係 care 阿 Sam， 我只不過唔想呢件事搞到我冧低啫，係咪先？老婆，我 care 㗎，你知唔知啊？唔係，梗唔得啦！你掛住做嘢，做緊你嘅嘢啊！不過唔緊要啊，我去第二度咯，喺一個唔會將人批評我、教育我嘅地方。聽住，至少我可以俾我叫架的士先啦。但係你而家邊度都唔去喎，都唔去得喎。你冇資格同我做決定 ，Alice。出乎意料嘅係，阿 Sam 係一拳打埋你。阿 Sam 明顯已經醉到冇晒理智啊，對你完全一啲防備都冇。阿 Sam 笨拙地揮拳打你塊面，你一個，總之跌親啦，比肉體上嘅痛，你更多嘅陣營。夠啦！你今晚唔能夠住喺度，喺度等下啦，我叫架的士啊！阿 Sam， 你唔能夠咁樣折磨自己啊！你快啲入嚟啊！我冇事啊 ，Alice， 我成日掛住佢哋，太掛住啦！唉，阿 Sam 撲入你個懷抱入邊，你小心將阿 Sam 抱住上床。朝頭早阿 Sam 一定會好返。老婆，你飲醉酒都於事無補噶，係唔會救翻你啲細女啊！屌你醒啦，你醒下啦！好，嚟到2340日反思時刻， 自從你老豆過咗身都已經過咗13年啦，你翻嚟都數次，你嚟嘅時候同佢訴過幾次要憤怒，你通常會有好大壓力嘅時候先嚟，有問題諗唔明嘅時候都會嚟，或者需要一刻寧靜嘅時候你都會嚟，都係平常一日。你感到阿 Sam 手揸緊你嘅膊頭，呢個係緊握住你嘅膊頭，呢個俾你少少啲安慰啦。你好感激阿 Sam 喺呢度陪你，之後阿 Sam 喺你身邊，似乎好似好受啲，一隻烏鴉呱呱叫咁飛向遠方，你注意力都已經隨之遠去。做父母點會忍心埋葬自己嘅仔女啊？特別係 Charlie， 佢未嚟得切大過咋，佢前途光明，佢仲有好多夢想，好多想做嘅嘢，一啲都唔公平。唉，就咁就香咗陰公。Susie， 如果佢能夠翻嚟嘅話，你乜嘢都可以放棄，就算翻嚟之後同你嘈一輪都得啊！佢只係想去遊歷世界，充滿好奇心嘅活力小姑娘。解放之役之後，世界徹底咁發生咗變化。唉，你同 Chris 嘅關係總係起起伏伏，但係唔意味住佢應該。如果你冇將自己嘅護照俾佢，佢就唔會出事。而阿 Sam 當時對呢件事感到十分開心，造化弄人，人算不如天算。送俾媽媽去過渡中殺係一個艱難嘅抉擇，或者係你一生中最艱難嘅抉擇。你依然唔確定咁樣做啱唔啱，但係依然出佢已經唔再表演咁痛苦。至少佢同你老豆一齊面對陪你。不過有佢陪你一定會更好。哇，大佬好錫喎！你轉身向架車方向行，你不能控制生活，不能控制會發生啲咩，不能控制人哋嘅生死，你只能有控制繼續你嘅生活，接受命運嘅安排。所謂嘅生活咪就係一連串選擇嘅定義咯。我哋永遠唔會知道邊啲選擇會帶嚟我哋去向住邊一邊行，嗰啲嘅選擇只會帶我哋嚟呢度。唉，好沉重啊，大佬！一年之後。哦，爆機啦！哦，準備爆機啦，大佬！迎接爆機啦，各位！
Don't forget, you've got free reign of the SFX buttons now. Perhaps you should try not to undermine the talent, though, eh? Cheers!
Lil C's Lil Chats, and tonight the former singer is asking Adrian Atkinson-Blimey what he's been up to since the cancellation of Incisors. Apparently, it's mainly jigsaws and arson. At midnight, it's the full territorial weather, fertility and birth report, and that's followed at 12:20 by the Glenfillan-Ogoth Valley Male Voice Choir debuting their first professional performance of the new territorial anthem to bring tonight's programming to a suitably uplifting close. Soko. But now on One, it's time to hand over to Megan and the team for the nightly show.
Spice it up with some audience responses, Alex.
Welcome to the Nightly Show. It's so good to have you with us tonight. I'm Megan, and I'm joined, as always, by the inimitable Robin and Patrick. How are we?
Well, we have got so much going on tonight. I'm excited.
I'd say I'm about a 12, Megan.
On the excitement scale?
Yeah, exactly. We have got so much Soko.
We sure do. We have celebrity chef Jordan Rankley, who will be cooking up a storm.
we'll be announcing the winners of our big competition, Visions of the Future.
And we'll be joined by a very special guest for a game of
Oh.
Wheel of Truth. And I'll even be showing
掣都開始撳唔到啊
Leaders Day gifts. We've got all of that and so much more.
Don't forget the SFX buttons.
Coming to you live from the Channel 1 buildings in the heart of the capital. It's The Nightly Show.
Right, let's have some applause on the way into the next section.
Our very own Patrick Bannon will be put through his paces by Chef Jordan Rankley. But first, we know you love them, so Robin's going to give us an update on our lovely nightly show pets.
Fine, suit yourself.
Well, Megan, first up we have our hamster, Lord Cheeks. Now, he's a squat winter grey with the scientific name Adipem stultus, and he lives here with us in this cage. They actually have special pouches in their cheeks for storing food. He loves carrots, apples, and chewing tobacco. Now, hamsters are nocturnal, so we'll do our best not to wake him up. But let's just see if we can... Well, the door has been left open. It looks as though Lord Cheeks has actually gone for a little wander. But I'm sure he will be around here somewhere. In the meantime, let's say hello to our tortoise. Now, after last month's viewer vote, she is now, of course, called Slow Barbara. And don't panic, even though it is December, Babs here doesn't actually hibernate. Let's say hello.
Let's say hello. Hello， 打聲招呼啦。哎呀，瞓緊覺。哦喲，哎喲，哎喲，好乖㗎你真係。
Those are our nightly show pets, Megan. Both
好
alive
正。
and well. Back to you.
A bit more audience reaction would be nice, Alex.
Or some very similar animals at the same time tomorrow. Now then, I hope you're hungry, because if not, you're about to be. Patrick Bannon is with Chef Jordan Rankley, and they're going to be showing us how to knock up a delicious apple pie. It's time to go into the kitchen.
Has the audience gone to sleep? Remember the SFX buttons.
That's right, and I'm joined here by Chef Jordan Rankley. Welcome to the Nightly Show kitchen. How does it compare to the kitchens you're used to?
I love the colours. It's vibrant, it's fresh. It's saying about all the arseholes. Yes?
Sorry?
What?
So, you own 6 restaurants, you've been awarded 9 Ballon Massifs across your career, and you've worked alongside the best chefs in the world. Tonight you've got me. Oh, are you worried?
Am I fucking worried? Are you worried? Are you fucking worried?
Yes. So, what are we making today, Chef?
So, we've got a family over for Leaders Day. Yep. They're hungry. We're going to make them a delicious apple pie.
Ooh, lovely.
It's got sweetness, it's got the acidity of the fruit, and then you get the richness of that pastry. Incredible.
Wow, okay, so where do we start?
So we're going to start by making our filling. So we've got about 1 kilogram of fresh cooking apples here. Fucking beautiful. And we're going to slice these up perfectly. Yep. And then straight into the pan.
Your new show, Demon Kitchen Heart Eater, starts on Friday here on Channel 1. So, tell us about that.
So, teams of young chefs come into my kitchen, and one by one I destroy them emotionally. And if there's time, I teach them some basic knife skills. Fuck me, Patrick. What are you doing?
What?
Shit. Is that how you cut? Fuck, you'll lose a fucking finger.
Oh, don't worry, I've got spares. Right, so once we've done that, we set these aside.
切斷自己隻手，手借咩料？
Yeah? Okay. Sugar, butter. Yep. We mix that together, and then a whole egg.
Okay, egg.
What are you doing, you fucking donkey? Are your brains?
Fucking donkey.
Oh, no, chef.
No. Shit. Right.
It's a raw. It's a fucking raw.
Okay, work that into a nice ball of dough, just like that.
So, What does the notoriously fierce Jordan Rankley do to unwind?
Shit the bed.
Yeah.
What's that? What is that?
Well, it's a bit lumpy.
Lumpy? It could fucking pass for a sack of spuds. Touch that. Touch it. Yeah? Pathetic. That goes into chill. Now, we're mixing our filling.
Okay.
Apples, sugar, yes, cinnamon.
So, you own
結果批係咁整嘅咩？我諗緊呢樣嘢。
Which is your favourite?
Are you mixing that or fucking it?
What?
Are you going to light a candle? Take it out to dinner? Fucking mix it for fuck's sake. Right. Now we're
哇！嗰啲對白真係似足Gordon Ramsay 喎。
And the filling goes next, right?
Absolutely right. Oh, lovely. Okay. Then we're taking the remaining pastry, rolling that into a round, and that goes on the top. Beautiful.
Lovely. Okay.
Right. Rush a bit of water around the rim.
Right. Yeah.
Beautiful. Now press gently all the way around. And we're cutting 5 slashes very carefully for the steam. And then brushing the whole thing with a beaten egg.
Lovely. Okay. Egg.
哇！咁
Ta-da!
連個蛋殼都掉埋落去。
You, come here, you. That's a disgrace. I'd rather jam my eyeballs up my fucking arse than look at that. I'd rather use my tongue to tie my shoes after a fucking shit-kicking contest, do you understand?
Then it goes in the oven for 45 minutes.
Oh, put your fucking head in the oven while you're at it. Useless. You! Come here, you! You're the worst.
Gordon Ramsay 咁款。
Cyanide, do you know that? I tell you what. Fuck off! Get the fuck out of here! Fuck off!
Yes, okay, well, while I do that, let's go now to Megan and Robin, who will be announcing the winners of our competition, Visions of the Future.
Spice it up with some audience responses, Alex.
Well, that looks delicious. If you want to follow along at home, then make sure you write in with a stamped addressed envelope and we'll send you the fact sheet. So, Robin, look at all these amazing entries to the Vision of the Future competition.
Yes, we challenged you to show us your predictions of the future, and we were just inundated with entries, weren't we, Megan? From wacky inventions to global problem solving, they are all amazing, and we had the best time looking through each one.
It was so tough narrowing it all down, so we have some amazing runners-up. In third place, we have Hamish, who's 3 from Lunwelly. He calls this Still Life and the Future of God, and it really blew us away. Just look at the line work here, and I can really feel every
你睇下啲線條，哇！
Beautifully rendered. What I thought at first was a smiley face or perhaps a cat, but I think if you really look, you'll see it's actually a representation of the seeming futility of death through the eyes of the living.
Indeed. He's also chosen to just leave a lot of it blank, which I think is really interesting. If you know Hamish and his work, of course, he loves focusing on the negative space rather than the image itself.
Stunning, absolutely stunning, and such talent from one so young, Megan. But next up, we have our second place entry. So in second, drum roll please, we have Keith.
Wow.
From Dunglies. Yeah, Keith, we were sort of aiming this towards our younger viewers, but still, he has sent in his idea of the future, which he's calling Ravaged Earth.
Indeed, he says in his really rather detailed notes, deprived of basic resources, society will resort to a brutal system of weekly battles to the death where only the victor may breathe. He also says at the bottom here, either that or about the same, but maybe a bit worse.
I really love his attention to detail. You can see the sort of gladiatorial arena, and then what I can only assume is Keith himself pulling off this chap's head and shouting, come back to me, Linda! Oh, Keith, maybe if you spent more time outdoors and less time entering children's competitions, she might not have left.
Special one there. And finally, of course, it's time to reveal our winner. All our runners-up will receive a day out at an inflatable Happy Land on an industrial estate just off the A40. Sorry about that, Keith. But our lucky winner will win the chance to spend the day at the Department of Change to see how our teammates are actually making the new future a reality every day. And the winner is, drum roll please. Oh, happy with that. You're 8 years older.
I didn't like him much. I thought his man of the people act was just that, an act. But in the 6 years since he's been gone, I've started to wonder if he was the only thing keeping the brakes on the team. And I'm wondering if Julia Salisbury realises that when she reflects on his passing. Or worse, that she knew all along. Because then, of course, it's not...
Having a little bit of a dance, getting involved in the party, aren't they? This one seems to have gone a bit haywire in what I can only assume is an ominous sign of things to come. Lovely, Lola.
Well, if our winners have inspired you to make some artwork of your own, do keep sending them in, and yours could be displayed in our gallery here.
Well done again to everyone who took part. We're going to take a break now, but when we come back, we'll be playing the Wheel of Truth and making some lovely homemade gifts.
I don't know what you did, but it's definitely made things worse down there, Winston. Probably going to be even more difficult for you in this segment. What's the point? You don't listen to me anyway. Yeah, just do what you want.
Here in Territory 1, make sure you wrap up warm because we've got lows of 5 or 6 degrees. But as we head towards Leaders' Day later in the week, there's a 100% chance of festivity, as we saw 42 births today, a daily record of 4% fertility. Dwarfed, however, by a massive 9% fertility rate here in Territory 2, who saw an unbelievable 191 births today. Though a nasty cold snap brings bitter winds overnight, so not all sunshine and rainbows. No rainbows in sight over Territories 3 and 4, as a Category 2 storm warning means we advise our residents to spend their Leaders' Weekend indoors. Though we're sure the happy parents of the 12 new children in Territory 3 will be thanking their lucky stars for an excuse to stay home. Though, of course, nothing to do with stars, more of a hot air, cold air thing. Next, this front of warm smiles heads across Territory 5, who are still under a blanket of snow. Surely there'll be celebratory snowmen there tonight, as they also hit an impressive fertility peak of 23 new arrivals. And finally, an honourable mention to our team members of T7, with a stunning result showing 146 births and clear blue skies. Though be sure to grit your driveways, as we will hit freezing temperatures overnight. And that's all for your daily forecast tonight. As always, we'll be bringing you a more specific rundown of the numbers in your area later this evening as you join your regional news team in your territory. I'm Dahlia Flywell, wishing you and all our precious little team members a good night. Good night.
Don't forget the SFX buttons.
Welcome back to the Nightly Show. I'm sorry, we were just saying we can't wait to taste Patrick's pie.
Oh, I don't know, I think I could wait.
Well, here it is, fresh out the oven.
哇！呢個蘋果批真係
Jordan, how does our Patrick do?
Well, let's just say that pie's got more crust than my grandmother's arm.
史上最靚嘅蘋果批啊！真係
Hey, whew.
有蛋殼㗎，仲食。
Oh my God. Oh Lord.
And a little glass of comfort for Robert, I think.
But now you better go and get ready for that next feature. Every night we play a game of Wheel of Truth with our celebrity guests. But I know what you're thinking. Megan, you've only got one celeb guest. Well observed, viewers, well observed. Well then, I better bring her out.
One for the state of the nation.
What do you think?
And one for me.
Best-selling author, lawyer, and thinker. I mean, she's only the blooming team leader. It's Julia Salisbury.
A bit more audience reaction would be nice, Alex.
Oh, welcome, Julia. Darling, so good to see you.
Oh, Megan, you look incredible.
Stop it. I was just about to say the same thing. Now, don't get too comfortable. It's time to head over to Robin and Patrick as we play Wheel of Truth.
Has the audience gone to sleep? Remember the SFX buttons.
Wheel of Truth.
show where we pit our celebs against each other to see if we can break them.
That's right, Robin. They're gonna spin the wheel to pick a round, and it could be anything from box of flies to slap my face. They really have no idea
Lovely.
what's in store.
So up first we have Jordan. Let's give it a spin.
Yeah, here we go.
呢個 show 係咩事啊？
Okay, let's see what you've landed on. Okay, it's fact or fib. Jordan, is it true that you've been known to order takeaway for a dinner party and pass it off as your own cooking?
It's one fucking time. One time.
Well, I think if that pie was anything to go by, you did them a favour.
Not so fast there, Julia. Fact or fib? We've heard you've got a very interesting way of saving time during the laundry.
Oh my God!
Go on, why don't you tell us about it?
You absolute no, I don't. Okay, so don't judge me.
Once, we fought and died for the right to an informed choice. We had journalists we could trust, so we made decisions for the common good. Then we took it for granted. And now we have bread and circuses. So eat your sandwiches and enjoy your clowns while you can.
I can't win!
No! Honestly, raise my taxes. We're clearly not paying you enough.
Come to my dressing room after the show. We'll sort you out.
Are you blushing, Patrick? Is all this talk of bras embarrassing you?
Blushing? I mean, I'm not blushing. Alright, come on then, you, Julia. Spin the bloody wheel.
Let's do it.
Okay, here we go. It's Guess That Face. I'm going to show you a picture and you simply have to guess that face. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Julia. Oh, who's that?
Oh my God!
Wow.
Yes! Look, it was a very difficult time fashion-wise.
That hairdo is fucking hilarious.
No, don't. I think it's sweet.
The mullet is as popular now as it's ever been.
Oh, well, don't get too ahead of yourself there. Jordan.
Oh.
Who
Oh.
is this? Does that look familiar at all?
Oh, wow! Well, I'm glad I was
點解係攞人哋
someone who managed to make 7 look like 80.
細個嘅相？
Just what the doctor ordered.
I look like I'm haunting the fucking place.
Right. We've got to move on. Jordan, let's have another spin.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. Oh,
It's my go time.
Go on. Sorry, I'm so keen. What's this going so much?
Oh, well, you're in for a treat.
Yeah.
It's fact or fish. Okay. If
竟
you
然係
look
咁
under
嘅
the podiums, you will find a lovely fish smoothie.
啊！
I'm going to ask you both a question.
哇！玩啲咁嘅嘢啊，同學，同學。
You'll have to drink the smoothie. Okay. Are you ready for the question? Yes. Here we go. Which of your esteemed hosts is the more talented one?
哇！
How is it? How is it?
Fucking
Oh, we made it extra fishy.
I need my fucking mouth. Do you know how much these tastebuds are worth?
Well, we've got time for one more quick spin, so come to
點解嗰啲班人可以咁黐線嘅？
Okay, so, Julia, take a look in that box under your desk there.
玩到嗰兩個下席主持真係，唉。
I think Lord Cheeks is trying to get in on the game. Bless him.
Julia, what have you got in that box? It's not cheese, is it?
Another one, Mr. Boson. mind if I do, Mr. Bowden?
Bowling balls? What am I supposed to do with these?
Well, give it a go for us.
But I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing.
Come on. Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it. Oh, she's doing it. She's fucking doing it.
Wow, that was so impressive. I have to say, unexpected. Well, gosh, that was our game of Wheel of Truth, and my God, wasn't that fun?
Okay.
That hit the spot.
But now it's time to head over to Megan in Crafty Corner.
Spice it up with some audience responses, Alex.
That's right, you join me in Crafty Corner, where today I'm going to be ably assisted by Julia. Come on over here. Goodness me, I don't know how you're keeping your dinner down. I can still smell that fish.
Well, to be honest, I've had worse. I used to eat at Peter Clement's house.
Oh, well, I hope you've got your artsy hat on, because today we're going to be making something very close to my heart. It's our little studio. Look at that. Isn't it adorable? All of us there on the sofa.
Wow. Oh, it's gorgeous. Oh, is that all you in there?
Yeah, it is. If we can just
Wow,
get a little
都幾
zoom in,
仔細
there
喎。
we are. Oh, I don't know about you, Julia, but I always leave my holiday shopping to the last minute.
Oh, every year. I do it every year.
Well, luckily these make amazing gifts. Shall we get cracking?
Oh, well, not much left in the bottle. Maybe not too...
Box here. And Julia, that's it. Grab those scissors. I just want you to get rid of this front panel here.
Perfect. Will do.
Are you big celebrators in your house, Julia?
Oh, yes. No, in my house we show our love through food, like big dinners, loads of drinks.
Absolutely right. That's the best bit about any holiday. It's all that food.
This bit as well.
Absolutely right. Cutting along the line there. Do be careful with the scissors at home. Make sure you're being supervised if you
tough.
are a child. There we go. Fabulous.
There we go.
Okay, so it's going to look a little something like
手
this.
工藝，
I made
哇，
We painted
咁
it with
癲
the paint white to match our lovely curtains here in the studio, but you can obviously have whichever
點解仲係咁歡樂？
Shiny gold number.
Well, exactly.
過咗呢段歡樂，咪就係有段更加肉緊嘅嘢，咪會出咗嚟咯。
To grab this piece of card. I've just got it from a little cereal box packet. I think you... I'll give you this one, Julia. Shall I?
thank you
There
so
you go.
much.
And all you need to do is cut along the lines there.
拭目以待啊，各位。
So what's the best part of any Leaders' Day dinner, do you reckon?
I don't even have to think about it. Really? I love the 3 potato pie.
3 potato pie? I don't know that one.
You know, with the chips covered in the mash or wrapped up in a jacket potato. Is that just me that does that?
I don't know, but that sounds starchy. Well done, Julia. So now she's folding over a little bit there. What it's going to look like at the end is this little rectangular shape there. And we're going to pop it in the middle. A bit of sticky tape on the back there so it sticks down. Now we need a sofa. That's what we need next. We're going to make that out of a lovely paper cup.
Knocking
Having fun down
everything
there. Knocking it all over.
I got one though, Megan.
Good, fantastic. We're just going to cut along the line here, down the middle. Exactly right. Then when you've done that, around the bottom and again around the top. Well done. When you're done,
oh, there we go.
It's going to look a little something like this. And look what I've done there. I've stuck some felt down. Nice and comfortable sofas.
Yes, can't have our tiny Megan having an uncomfortable sofa, can
Well,
we?
absolutely not.
She'll be on the phone to her tiny agent and getting someone tiny fired.
Yeah. Well, there's only one thing missing, isn't there, Julia? What is that?
A higher caliber of guests.
Nearly. It's people. So all we've done to make our little people is we've stuck a cocktail stick into a bottle cap. We just need a face for that now. I've got a good one here. I know it well. It's me.
Lovely.
I'm going to stick it down there. A little bit of
Wow.
sticky tape. Oh, my felt's going everywhere. There we go. Oh, I'm a bit lonely. Let's take Robin and Patrick over. Sitting down on the couch over there.
There you go. And well, I'll make myself just comfortable just there. Yeah, there we go.
And these, of course, are all
Lovely.
made and cut out of our favourite newspapers or magazines, so you can have any guests you like. Julia, is there anyone else you'd like in a studio?
Oh, yes. Well, I'm going to be playing Wheel of Truth with Ronnie from Heatrash.
Nice.
Yes, put that away. Yes, he's going to be teaching me choreography, and I'll be teaching him foreign policy.
And of course, you can decorate them however you want. Perhaps you're a bit, I don't know, nostalgic for the old look of our studio. We've got the blue studio down there. Or even a bit of retro red. I've got Sheila Quickstep being interviewed there by... Sorry, that's not supposed to be...
Oh, Mama, that's crazy. Oh, bloody hell, is this still on?
It's time for a break. When we come back, I'll be on the couch of chat talking to some of you, and I just cannot wait. We'll be back after these
You know what, Winston? I think I finally understand your disdain for this job, this place. Looking at this farce, what's the point? Why are we even bothering?
You did remember. You're coming with me.
哈哈，連個女人都頂唔順。
Should we be worried? We've got the Prime Minister here.
It's good that she's here. She's the reason for the extra security.
Are we going to need it?
Possibly. They're back.
It's not very reassuring.
I know. Good thing I'm not your mum, right?
Wow.
Skater skirt in dark blue with white sweetheart blouse and the necklace Harry had given me when we'd met in the woods and I'd allowed him to frolic in my glades.
It's an honest account of my childhood, because in the new future, there's no need for secrets.
There was just so much injustice in the world, I realised, as Portia Hamilton Mann lured my best friend into the convertible her daddy had bought her for Easter. How had I failed to predict
咁樣 sell 自己本書
postgrad at Podsborough?
Over the course of 3 compact discs or just 22 cassette tapes, you can experience a childhood under the old regime. And, like me, understand why we can never go back.
Oh, the
Everybody
horror.
okay in here?
15 minutes before the most important speech of my career, and I had stained my high-cut lady trousers. Waves of nervous nausea seized me, like Harry did on that night when I let him touch me in the thicket. I thought I may cry, but fate intervened in the form of a dashing, young, up-and-coming television presenter named Peter Clement.
Tits and teeth, armed and ready.
10 seconds, everybody.
Best in the business, she is.
In 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the nightly show, where it's time for the Prime Minister to face the toughest critics in the territories. You lot out there.
Call us on the usual numbers with your questions for the Prime Minister.
First up, we have Humphrey from Hamble Bamblebury.
Lovely place. I'm hoping to retire there.
Oh, good choice.
Are you there, Humphrey? Hello, Humphrey. We appear to have lost Humphrey. We'll try and get him back, but let's go to another call in the meantime. Who have we got next, Patrick?
Next up, we've got Mandy from Arsminster. Oh, I don't think I'll be retiring there.
Hi, Mandy. You're
成班八婆喺度講埋啲事無聊嘢。
Hello? Mandy? What's going on, Jenny?
We try not to talk to the crew.
Jenny?
The lines are down.
Oh, well, call down to maintenance and get me time.
哦嚟啦！
Well, apologies to our viewers at home. We seem to have a few technical gremlins making mischief behind the scenes. So while we're getting back up and running, Patrick has a couple of questions that were sent in by our viewers earlier this week.
I do? Oh, yes. Yes, no, of course I do. Well, our first question is from Patricia, who lives on Camera Avenue. And what she really wants to know... Lock the door! Lock the fucking door!
Listen to the CCO! Seal the doors! You're Jenny, aren't you? Come here. Don't be afraid, Jenny. We're not here to hurt you. We're not here to hurt anyone if we don't have to. All I want you to do...
嚟啦嚟啦嚟啦！
Do you understand? Just do your job and everything will be all right, okay?
Don't be afraid, Jenny.
You two, on your knees over there. Move! So, this is the famous couch of chat, eh?
I don't answer questions at gunpoint, Mr. James.
Oh. You're not at gunpoint, Prime Minister. They are.
Oh, please don't kill me, please.
Nevertheless, if you think I'm going to answer to you, then I'm afraid
you don't have to answer to me, Julia. Are the doors locked and sealed?
Yes, sir. No one's getting in or out.
Good. Good. All clear.
Good. Thank you. Yes, good.
哇！佢翻嚟啦！我哋嘅主持人，佢翻嚟啦！咁呢副靚仔嘅尊容。
Why didn't you make contact?
We've only put you in their crosshairs. I'm sorry.
Rotten, selfish bastard.
Yes. Keep the show going for me.
Of course.
Let them go, Alan. There'll be no killing tonight.
Hello. Sorry, I don't think we've met. I'm Patrick Bannon.
Is that what you're telling yourself, is it? Sorry for barging in. Hate what you've done with the place.
Me too. Would you like your spot?
It's yours now. You wear it well. So, let's talk, shall we?
Armed security are on their way, Mr. Donaldson. I know you know that.
Well, we best make use of the time we have then, eh?
Well, I'll leave you to it then.
No. I think you should stay too.
For safety.
For balance. Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Let's welcome back the National Nightly News. Tonight I'm joined by probably the two most influential people in the country, if not the continent. So let's see if we can't kick over a few rocks and see what's lurking underneath. Prime Minister, if I could turn to you first.
I have nothing to hide.
Except that which is already hidden. Prime Minister, what is norethindrone?
I beg your pardon?
Norethindrone. It's used in birth control, among other things. If you haven't heard of that, perhaps you could enlighten us in regards to Agrobacterium tumefaciens.
I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about, Mr. Donaldson.
Well, that suggests a lack of attention to detail, Prime Minister. It's a bacterium used in the genetic modification of an organism. And I found traces of both these substances in every single one of the many food boxes that I've had analysed from across the territories, if you're wondering.
What exactly are you suggesting?
I'm not suggesting anything, Prime Minister. I'm just pointing out the facts.
Oh my God. Is that why Kate and I can't have...
So you blamed it on the radioactive clouds from your bombs?
Before Stacey, we tried so many times.
Prime Minister, is there something wrong with the food?
冇嘢好講。
Fine. You want the truth? You think it'll help your viewers sleep at night? Well, here it is. 6 years ago, when we came to power, we got access to the real facts and figures. And they told us we were doomed. The population was expanding at an unsustainable rate. Within 50 years, we would be out of natural resources. We would war over fuel, and then inevitably food and clean water. It was no exaggeration to say that we were facing extinction. It was supposed to be opt-out contraception, an end to unwanted children, a chance to rebalance, but something went wrong in the testing phase. Nature took over. I never wanted this.
So you covered it up? and blame the sterility on the bombs.
Oh, please don't lecture me on morality, Mr. James. Your hands are far too dirty for that.
Disrupt only did what had to be done.
Disrupt are not the answer. You'll just take us to an even more extreme version of where we were before. Your miserable policies will kill us all.
I'm not the one who built the transition centres.
No, you're from a time where people didn't even have the basic right to choose how and when to die.
You turned children against their parents.
We enabled young people to speak up about the abuse that they were facing. And guess what? Most of that abuse came from within their own families.
Identity cards!
Oh, grow up!
Sterilised us against our will.
哇！
I built a sustainable
算把啦，呢個呢個首相乜叉呢種？
Then who would choose it for themselves?
And isn't that at the heart of all this? You don't trust us to choose. You think you know best, you know what's good for us, and if we disagree with you, then you'll send us to betterment. That's why there's no news anymore, because there's no choice, so there's no point.
There should be elections.
選舉權都冇埋啦。
If you want to carry on, you'll need a mandate. We have people ready to stand against you in every territory.
So, let's turn to you, Mr. James.
Yes. I want to assure the public that though Disrupt are occasionally forced to violent means, we are not by nature a violent organisation.
Jenny?
Yes, Jeremy?
Could you have this queued up for us, please?
Of course, Jeremy. It'd be a pleasure.
Is that from Disrupt leadership?
In a way. Mr. James, before you launch into your rather premature election campaign, I think it'd be useful for the viewers at home if you were to also answer a question or two.
Of course. When we come to power, one of the first things we'll do is restore a free press. The truth is very important. No more hidden secrets.
If you say so. From whom do you take your orders, by the way?
I beg your pardon?
Well, you're Disrupt's spokesman, but for whom do you speak?
You know I can't tell you that. It's too dangerous for me to say.
Don't worry. I don't share those concerns. You see, I've met with them almost 5 years ago now, back when I was a news anchor. And I also met with them a week ago to discuss tonight's activity. I think they wanted to check that I'd stick to the script, which really shows how little they know me. So this time, I wore a hidden camera. Would you like to see a little of what we discussed?
No, you can't. She'll have them arrested. They'll be dead by morning.
Not an unfair assessment.
Fortunately, it's not up to me. It's up to Alex in the broadcast room. What screen, Jenny?
Screen 4.
No, you can't. My people will stop you. Cut the power to your machines.
Well, I would imagine mine will be doing their level best to ensure that Mr. Donaldson's footage gets the airing it deserves. After all, my security forces will be here soon, and I imagine this will end very badly for all of you.
For someone not showing, it's up to you.
Alex, you got us this far. Please don't fall at the last hurdle.
Oh, damn. Glad I'm not making this choice.
All our good work, all the years of disrupting, you could make it all for nothing. Please, don't play that footage.
Alex didn't play it.
Really?
Really.
They'll be locked out by now.
We risked our lives to be here tonight. I just brought down the fucking Prime Minister. All Alex had to do was press a fucking button.
But that's what you've never understood, is it, Mr. Donaldson? Just because the button's there doesn't mean it has to be pushed.
Just because the gun is there, you don't necessarily have to grab it.
Oh, but you have to push the button. You have to pull the thread. It's your fatal flaw.
No, it's not. It's what makes him great.
Not every story should be told, Jeremy.
We have a duty to the truth.
But there are so many truths. I'm a terrorist. I'm a freedom fighter. I'm a raving lunatic.
I'm the woman who killed millions. I'm the woman who saved billions.
All of these things are true. But this program and all the others like it, they pick which truth to tell, which way to word those truths.
Without the tacit backing of this station, Mr. James's organisation would never have achieved what we have seen here today.
We back neither Mr. James nor his organisation.
Peter hated how you'd bend the truth or show us only what you wanted us to see. That's part of the reason he drank.
Showing those private conversations, it would have been a betrayal of trust.
Aren't you even a little curious to know what they had to say about you, Alan?
What's private is private. When they want me to know, I'll know. When they feel safe to come forwards, they will. It should be up to them. That's what freedom is supposed to mean. It's your life. You choose. That's what Disrupt want. Freedom. But not freedom from consequences. Nobody grows that way. We become sterile, like she made the rest of society. You should be in prison.
Oh, and by that token, so should you, Mr. James.
咁播定唔播咧？唉，頭先我都揀咗唔播，睇下點啊？睇下個後高會係點。
Election night will be 12 weeks from tonight. I believe, when they think on it, that the people will realise what they have gained and understand why they have lost that which they have had to lose.
You're deluded. You accidentally sterilised 4 out of 5 people. You'll be lucky if you're in charge of anything ever again.
Okay, well, I think we're going round in circles here. And if we don't wrap up soon, our boss will fire us all. So, with the promise of elections in the spring, it seems we're nowhere near the end of this nation's story. At least from here on, there is hope it will be conducted with words instead of bullets. There will be recriminations, of course, and calls for revenge and punishment. But we do not need more hate. We need truth and reconciliations. And hopefully that's what we will get. And then when we've listened, we will decide. All of us.
一人一票選特首。
I think you've got it covered.
Would you like to take us out?
You know, I really would.
I'd like that too. I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Johnson. And from everyone here at the National Nightly News, have a... Let's make tomorrow better.
And we're out.
I'll be on the phone to Bozeman in the morning.
That'll be interesting. His daughter just gave birth to an unviable.
Are you coming out with us? Apparently we're free to go.
You go.
Will you be joining us on the campaign trail?
I wouldn't vote for your party, Mr. James. Or hers. Who knows, maybe I'll run as an independent.
You wouldn't last 5 minutes. You're too honest for politics.
Oh, true Anna.
Thank you for letting me ruin your awful show.
Oh, I've got some.
哇！呢個我揀咗呢個最和平嘅結局啊！血流成河，我
Who knows? We
唉
might do some real news.
Stranger things have happened.
哇！呢個係最和平嘅結局啊！
Okay. There's a list for guests. You book in. Let's do that next time. Thank you.
最和平嘅結局啊！
I had missed it. I hadn't realised how much.
Should we go and get something to eat?
Yes. I want to hear about every disastrous date you've had in the last 5 years.
No blood, no good.
Expectations.
That's going to take more than one dinner.
Aye.
Fine. I have nothing to do, and you have a well-paid job.
爆機！如果諗住睇下血流成河，不過算啦。我都揀咗一樣嘢，最即係咁講保守啊！即係咁講，兩邊都唔諗，兩邊都唔幫。受國民喜愛大，聲名狼藉。耶穌暫時遠離聚光燈，踏上自我發現音樂之類旅途嘅終點，成為佢父母屋企。Live 阿斯嘅事蒸蒸日上，佢最近好似公佈咗一系列嘅香薰蠟燭同性愛嘅片帶。哇 Sylvia 繼續以驚世駭俗嘅商業設計計劃震驚全世界。下面呢，仲有一位幸存者自稱呼格麗德，都算係咁啦。Low blood, deep blood， 唉，煙草都出埋啊，大佬！ 啦，呢班友，唉。
And although this is our last broadcast here on One, we'd like to thank Disrupt's leadership for this chance to say a fond farewell to you, our loyal viewers. Disrupt TV will broadcast its first programming tomorrow with a documentary called Benefit Scroungers and the Undeserving Poor, followed by The Kyle Springle Show, where a lie detector reveals a man who married his sister's brother's niece's uncle before closing out the night with One Nation News Max, where Chet Blaze will be asking, how many guns is enough? Well, all that remains to say is thank you from all of us here at the National Nightly News and Channel 1. It's been an honour to inform and entertain you over the last 40 years. Thank you for letting us into your homes one last time. I'm Megan Wolf. Good night. And good luck.
Oh, 爆機啦，耶！唉，你發現14個頁面中其中一個，繼續中間立場。新管理模式全部倒下，哇！更光明嘅未來，更新嘅授權。早晨啊
！And although this is our last，
早晨星爺，想問有血流成河未？冇啦，我揀咗個 True End 啊，最和平嘅結局啊，冇人死亡。好啦，係啦，今日就玩到呢度啦。諗住有血流成河睇啊！唉，好啦，不如睇下，趁有時間咧，咁啊睇下人哋嘅結局點寫喎，14個結局入邊，唉，睇睇先啊，社群中心討論區。知唔知點解星爺而家先嚟？點解？啱啱做完直播係咪？睇下先。哦，冇啊！咁點解咁遲先嚟先？係啦，講下咁遲先嚟嘅，係因為你冇血流成河。好啦，我開個 screen 俾你睇下先。等我一陣啊！唔記得咗入嚟睇。唉 ，cap 個圖先，唔係 cap 圖。 持槍劫取。撳錯掣添，撳錯掣。食完嘢得咗，唔緊要啦，唔緊要啦，冇事嘅。遊戲揭場。等啊！算啦，呢個唔好用住啦。我哋開個顯示器揭出算啦，佢哋睇下先。好啦，見唔見到有冇畫面？係啦，嗱呢個14個結局啊！我睇人哋嘅大陸鋪啊，咁咧呢個以下嘅結局影響嘅結局啊 ，Jeremy 係咪被殺？喺296日酷熱篇開槍之前就可以避免殺咗啦。Alan 會唔會俾人殺咧？喺912起義篇播 Alan 嘅話就可以避免俾人殺。公眾輿論取向取決於你播嘅廣告嘅錄影帶同埋個波段調整，聲音都會有影響。咁我哋睇下第一個結局先，係啦。好，第一個劇情啦，第一個條件 A。Bossman 嘅發現呢個係如果係我俾老細發現咧，個結局就會咁樣啦。如果過咗錄影帶啦，觀眾咧就將會睇到政府首席醫療工享 Julia 介紹避孕藥污染通用菜單中心嘅食品供應，佢下令掩蓋事實，隨後嘅不育症狀歸咎於第371日嘅核爆。並讓參與研製嘅避孕藥物個計劃各種科學家被綁架，並大概率被殺害。呢度係被呼應咗第713日提到嘅學者大量失蹤嘅過程。咁咧可能出現嘅結局咧就係咁啦。呢個只係個劇情啫。第一個真係俾 Bossman 發現過。第一個結局啦，第一個可能係幾年之後，先進黨會被重新選為政府，即係我撐先進黨嗰邊啊。先進黨被重選為政府，首相會被換咗呢個海蒂布萊曼同 Alan 辯論嘅經濟學家國土分裂，全部倒下，唔播 Bossman 嘅錄影帶，輿論偏向打斷。國土撤讓，打斷組織進攻去首都。第三個，勢不可擋嘅前進，唔播放 Bossman 嘅錄影帶，偏向輿論，偏向先進黨。生育率持續下跌，國家出台總之國家出台攞錢政策啦，靠生育啊。咁總之就係呢個係第一個，呢三個結局係你，假如你偏向佢嗰個，即係我哋嘅先進黨咧，就會出現呢三個極有可能會出現呢三個結局。咁係啦 ，B 面對咁去到第二個結局終極篇 B 啦，面對 Julia。Jeremy 存活 ，Alan 俾人殺咗。即係如果嗰時我哋頭先我哋唔幫 Alan 去救，令到佢點樣去做啲即係幫手去做幫打斷呢個組織去做嘢嘅話咧，咁就會出現以下嘅條件啦。如果播咗錄影帶，其中顯示 Julia 同 Peter 嘅之間嘅 嘅爭吵。正如 Peter 喺第371日採訪嘅醉酒回答顯示咁樣，佢唔知道 Julia 嘅計劃喺大陸城市引爆核裝置，佢感到恐懼、憤怒並大聲指責佢背住佢利用副總統權利做嘅嘢。Peter 最後離開房間之後 ，Julia 打電話俾特勤局計劃殺 Peter。哇！可憐出現嘅結局啦，呢個係洗咗腦嘅 Jeremy。只要我哋唔幫Alan 嘅話，就會咁樣咯。Jeremy 會俾人掉到去福祉洗腦，然後翻返去晚間新聞嘅節目，輿論篇去先進黨。第二個結局 ，Jeremy 不公嘅遭遇，唔播 Jeremy 嘅錄影帶，輿論篇去打斷嘅話 ，Jeremy 會俾人掉到福祉之後俾人懟冧。哇，咁沉重嘅！黐孖筋啊！第三個結局就係重新做人，播放 Jeremy 嘅錄影帶，輿論偏向先進黨嘅話，就會 Julia 會俾人掉到福祉，新嘅首相會由海蒂接任。咁咧呢個位咧係始終都係類似哇！總之我只要唔兩邊。即係是但咧，兩邊都唔幫嘅話咧，我就會全部人懟冧晒。但係我始終我最後嘅結局就係去到我睇下先嚇，係啦，去咗 D 嗰度 ，Jeremy 嘅復仇。係啦，講咗避孕藥會污染通用菜單中心嘅食品供應啦，呢個先係導致不育嘅原因。然後佢將讓阿 Jenny 喺4號機嘅攝錄機上面播帶嘅話，你10年嘅時間會唔會轉翻去喎？如果播咗錄影帶，其中顯示 Jeremy 同打斷組織嘅領導層外交部佢哋之間嘅會面，佢哋討論點解 Jeremy 對佢哋好重要，佢哋如何從人口販賣同毒品銷售中獲得收入，以及一旦先進黨俾人推翻，佢哋會將點樣處置 Alan 和綠黨。中間黨派和綠黨當選，打斷同先進黨都未超過10% 嘅選票，重獲新聞自由。更新嘅授權唔播放 Jeremy 嘅錄影帶，輿論偏向先進黨。Julia 嘅權力開始增加，並開始吞併其他小國家。哇，好奇怪喎！唔知你點睇啦？其實即係我覺得偏向，如果你話總之就係、我嘅做法就係兩邊都唔，其實兩邊我都夠嘅，但係我只能夠有得揀嘅話，我一定會揀翻中間咯。呢個先係最好嘅玩法，因為我唔中意見到係死人噶嘛。喂，兩邊都死晒，咁樣好咩？真係，其實咁樣真係好咩？真係兩邊都香咗嘅話，咁冇咩噶咯，冇嘢玩嘅咯之後。好新，咁我最後都揀咗第四個啦，偏向輿論打斷啦，偏向中立嘅話就會冇一個黨派會有好大嘅優勢咯。係啊。再碌落去咧，佢有呢個流程圖啊！哇！和綠黨。 新管理模式，呢啲就係佢本身嗰、個路線咯，大概嘅路線咯。好啦，唔知大家明唔明啦？咁就其實如果其實又會好複雜。總之就係、如果你張文唔夠，連阿 Alan 都唔夠嘅話咧，就大家都會 GG 咯，全部人 GG 咯。跟住佢所有嘅嘢就會變到咁，一係俾人洗腦，一係就會知，一係就冚家產咯，就係咁咯。世界末日嚟啦！世界末日㗎啦，啱啊！咁啊，係啦，無政府狀態，停足1個月嘅電，黑幫襲擊平民，警署會被暴力組織侵佔，電視台俾 Alan 炸晒，跟住其餘不明。好啦，咁啊，大家都睇到嚟呢度啦，咁就睇下成就點過啦。其實本身我有碌過去睇下咧，佢本身佢稍為有睇咗少少嘅攻略嘅，咁我你知。偏向咗，都已經偏向咗打斷嗰邊㗎啦。咁基本上咧，唉，好在我重玩咗。如果唔係咧，大家會 GG 嘅，呢個真嘅。係啦，呢啲具有破壞性嘅成就。保守派係啦，咁咧今日咧就嚟到呢度啦，咁就完嘅啦。咁咧成隻 game 咧真係好玩嘅，呢個真嘅。咁咧對於我嚟講，其實即係點講咧？你每一樣即係有啲嘢消失咗就係消失咗，你唔會總之係好好去享受而家現有嘅自由啦，言論又好，新聞又好，乜都好啦。咁我覺得你都點講咧？好難真係好難去解釋佢當中有啲乜嘢嘅諗法啊。咁就我都唔講太多。總之就係 好好珍惜你現有嘅嘢啦，就係咁簡單啦。所有嘢 ，everything。咁咧，今日嘅節目咧就嚟到呢度啦。咁啊，下一次嘅直播未知住，暫時去到呢度先啦。之後落嚟如果再有呢次就直播未知住，要睇一睇我要睇一睇自己嘅時間表先。如果有其他人嘅聯動咧，咁或者我會做到時會再做到時會再公佈㗎啦。咁如果有任何嘅直播嘅消息，到時一定會再喺 Twitter 度公開公佈咁樣嘅，就係咁啦。咁就今日都玩到嚟呢度啦，辛苦晒大家追咗我成3-4日嘅呢次同我打機。你話下個你話呢個禮拜得嘅，咁我係咁你記得入翻個 Discord， 咁我咪照入嚟咯，就係咁樣。總之你喺度我都會喺度啦，就係咁啦。我等你帶我玩 FF 噶啦，我搞埋中文漢化嗰方面，我就去揾你打機啦。呢一兩日時間一定會有嘅，點蝕都有，我話俾你聽。好啦，就今日就去到呢度啦。咁啊，多謝大家嘅收睇啊！亦都之後落嚟嘅嘢就再公佈啦，就係咁啦。再見，拜拜。多謝大神5G嘅收睇啦，多謝尤里西斯嘅收睇啦，多謝星野嘅收睇啦，多謝 Cindy 嘅收睇啦，同埋好似冇啦，多謝小貓嘅收睇啦，係咁啦。咁啊，多謝大家嘅收睇，咁我哋下次再見，拜拜。好啦，拜拜。